Hello, hi guys. Welcome back to the Football Showdown channel. We are back with another stream. This time, something really positive. Huge news on the Arsenal front. Huge news happening everywhere for all the Arsenal fans. Some are disappointed, some are heartbroken, some are over the world, some are really happy with where things are going. The only best way to do this is to share this joy with other Arsenal fans out there. And to make it even better, let's call upon the guest today, Aarush, Parth, and Raja. How are you guys?
Great.
Great.
Never been better.
Good. We do already have Vivek by waiting for all of us. How are you? How are you? I mean, how are you? We were just streaming together. We were just streaming together. But yeah, welcome by. Yeah. Arsenal are starting to kick things off. India looks to get their first win of the series as well. 8 wickets down. England, two to go. Let's just hope they don't make a mess out of it. But yeah. Things that are not being messed about the Arsenal transfer market in the month of July, right? Um, we started with Zubimendi. Just before Zubimendi's announcement was happening, we were starting to gather regarding the potential Arsenal striker, who, by the way, is still not yet fully done. 99% it is done. No, here we go as well. So that is why I'm saying 99%. So yeah, thoughts. We'll start with Raja. Raja, what do you think? Zubimendi and Gyökeres.
Yeah, my main target was Sesko for the center forward position, but
Hmm.
I think it's all right, man. As I tweeted a few days ago, phase five is acceptance.
Hmm.
So whatever it is just acceptance. So yeah,
Hmm.
it's all right. I mean, I'm not too fussed because we have Havertz. If something
Hmm.
fails with Gyokeres, we can always go back to Mr. Reliable.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I.
Um, okay. Football says I wanted Gyökeres, he will play for the badge. I think one thing we can be assured is that he definitely pushed his way into making this happen, right? And that's one thing I can't deny. That's absolutely insane from what a footballer has done to join the Arsenal.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree with that. And also,
Mm,
not to like, even though I don't like him as a profile, but I think as a person, he's really hardworking and he has the mentality to do
mm,
well for our club. But
mm.
yeah, I mean, I've read stuff about how how well his work ethic is and everything. Yeah, I think he'll do well, of course.
Yeah, that is all what we are hoping for. Welcome, Rusty. Welcome, bro. Sub will be watching silently, still half blood. Oh, yeah. I remember you
Amazing.
tweeting regarding your LASIK,
How
and
was
yeah,
his operation, bro?
and looks like he's
Yeah,
doing well because
acceptance
he's
could
looking.
be anything, bro. Acceptance can
Mhm.
be winning titles.
Mm.
Yeah, why not?
Footballer says left his girlfriend. I say Kavi nahi. Yeah,
That's probably the dumbest thing I've seen, though. Huh? He has
mm-hmm.
that
मतलब
mentality
come
because he
on.
left his girlfriend, bro.
नहीं वो नहीं.
I mean, also for the fact, I think the last time we had a striker push his way to come to Arsenal has been Aubameyang, and that turned out well. Not in the like end, like how things have panned out with the marriage, but I think
He
a
gave
solid
us what
player.
we wanted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Ishan, welcome, buddy. Welcome. Hello. Yes. Yeah, Zubimendi and Gyökeres. Path.
Zubimendi. We've been talking about him for like ages, but Zubimendi,
Whatever.
in my opinion, is the signing that transforms Arsenal and which completes Arsenal, in my opinion. Was
Mm,
even if we had Havertz or Martinelli and Trossard starting on the
mm,
left wing, Zubimendi would have still elevated those positions.
mm,
So yeah, that is all that I have to say about Zubimendi because we've talked about him. We've actually talked everything that was there to be talked about when it came to him. So yeah,
mm,
now moving on to Gyokeres, he will not pose to be an issue at Arsenal. He'll still get the job done. He'll score goals. It's just
mm,
that was Sesko the better option? Yeah, but does that mean Gyokeres is not good? No.
mhm.
As long as a team is looking to win titles and if they've got a center forward who can score goals, that's fine by me.
Yep, yep. Um, yeah, I think not borderline. I mean that in the end, that is the one that we all wanted, no? That are the goals. and those goals getting converted into trophies. Because 2 seasons back, I mean, like 3, 4 seasons back, when we were at our fluidity best, we scored bunch of goals, nothing to show for. Last season, probably we were the best defensively, but nothing to show for. I think next season we need to really kick on. That is being good defensively and getting those goals and that translating into some trophies. Yeah, I can really honestly talk about like who is better and what is better, but to make it make sense, actually, Gyökeres at Arsenal is not a bad option. Let's be honest about it. But is it the best option in terms of what do we say? Allocating funds or like seeing him as an option to sell in case the manager changes, or do you think Sesko at Arsenal for a future manager is also good, or like something like that? I felt Sesko was a better option, but at this point we need to win today. We need to win right now, and I think in all fairness, Gyökeres could be the better deal. What do you think, Aarush?
It actually makes a lot of sense as to why we've gone for Gyökeres. It is not only from the perspective of actually going with Berta's ideology of wanting a CF like Gyökeres, but also
Mm,
for a fact that how the business side of things was panning out with Leipzig, like we're knowing now, that
mm,
they were adamant on that 90 million mark that they wanted. I don't know if
mm,
it's euros or pounds, but that
mm,
was what uh, a step that made Arsenal like up their interest in Gyökeres like just yesterday that's being reported, and that we had
right.
secret talks in order to get a deal done for
Yeah.
Gyökeres. So
Mm, mm,
it just makes a lot of sense now again as to how we are choosing experience, maybe not Premier League proven experience, but we're choosing
mm,
experience,
mm,
and we are choosing a player who is a goal scorer. There
mm,
are lots of questions that I myself have raised about him, but
mm,
like everyone just says that once he's at the club, you have to support him regardless. But
mm,
when he is obviously going to score goals, you have no other option than just admiring that player, and that is
right.
what Gyökeres should be at this club. That I hope
Mm,
for him to be because he
mm,
showed enough willingness to actually come to the club,
yeah. Yeah.
and transitioning to the Premier League can be very difficult for him. That is
Mm,
what I personally feel. But
mm,
if you're a goal scorer, you're a goal scorer. You find your own ways. So
yeah. Yeah.
positives are on his side for him to
Mm,
actually work this out.
yeah. Yeah. We'll take a few comments and then we'll continue. Cool. Footballer says Zubimendi is the best midfield in the market we can get right now. Depends on which position, but in the position that we are looking, he probably is the best one that we can get for now. Ishan, Gyökeres will still bag a hella goals and just need to tweak few things in his gameplay, brings that mentality as well. Fair enough, fair enough. Rahul, welcome, buddy. Many things need to change for adapting with Gyökeres. No dependency on Raya long ball. Have to progress more centrally rather than wide areas. Let's see, preseason is going to be interesting. I guess that is why Arteta has been saying that we need to conclude a striker situation by
Hmm.
this week or like the upcoming week so that we have the play ready
Yes.
for July
Also,
19, which is the preseason of preseason. Yeah, go ahead.
also, do we really have to progress more centrally for Gyökeres? Do you think that is what it will be? Like, I get his idea of saying it because he mentioned
Mm,
no dependence on Raya long balls, which means
Yeah.
obviously aerial threat. So
mm,
if you watch Gyökeres, he is someone who likes to combine, who's not the best at combining play, but
mm,
when once he gets on the ball, he's someone who
mm,
likes to play it wider and make those runs inside the box. And
mm,
there is a common notion that as a center forward, you actually need to, if the ball is coming aerially, you actually need to head the ball. That
mm,
is not the
mm,
case with Gyökeres. Like we had the scouting report out on him on the channel as well, where we also
right.
mentioned to the fact that he is someone, if he can't, if he knows that aerially he's not the best, but
Mm,
he is someone who can take advantage of that by positioning himself and actually shooting the ball or hoofing the ball into the net by his actions. So I think in different areas it helps. Again, if we're talking of central access, Zubimendi is coming in, right? We spoke of it last stream as well with Vivek as well. And it just makes sense as to how we are seeing different options. It's not like
mm,
we need to change the whole system for him, but
yeah.
it's more like we are bound to change it with the new signings anyways. So
Mm,
that's
mm.
how I'd put it my way.
I
Makes
feel the
sense.
dependence on aerial balls is overstated in my opinion. I won't say it's overstated, but with the likes of Havertz or Merino being the center forward, who basically depend on winning those aerial duels, is the
Mm,
reason we were planning to attack that way. With Gyokeres coming in, I'm pretty sure that we'll try and progress play centrally and try to find him in behind with his runs because that is where his best game is at. When it comes
mm,
to his presence inside the box, by presence I do not mean aerial presence, his ability to hit the ball is just being in the right moment at the right time. And I feel
mm,
that he brings that because again he's got the natural striker's instincts to do that, and he's been doing that in the Portuguese league. I agree the level of opposition isn't that high, but you cannot take the fundamentals out of a player. If a player
mm,
is good in making movement into the box, he'll still stay good. He
mm.
won't get bad all of a sudden coming to a different league. So
That,
the issues
mm,
are there, but
mm,
are they glaring to an extent that he'll not score goals? I don't think so.
mm.
See, I
Footballers say
have
Gyökeres, yeah.
issues.
Go on, go on,
Yeah,
go
I
on.
have issues with this aerial balls thing,
Yeah,
because see, like when a team like Liverpool or Newcastle or all these high pressing teams are pressing, it's not always possible to progress
Mm,
on like through central areas. You have to hoof it long, and I don't think Gyokeres helps in that regard. I don't know how Arteta chooses to solve this, because even after signing like all these guys, no, Rodrygo or Gyokeres or all these guys, they won't be able to help us in that regard. I just
mm,
don't see it. I don't
Do
know
you
how
think
they.
do you think this is where Havertz is the player who combines with him? Like they play together and he finds a way
Yeah,
to pan the ball on the left hand side of the pitch and like
then
Raya's kicks.
who's going to sacrifice their position to play Havertz
Again,
there?
that is my exact issue when it comes to playing Havertz because we cannot field 12 players in a game. Because Odegaard will start no matter what, and if Odegaard starts, Havertz won't start. In normal cases, I mean.
I honestly
mm,
can see games where Rice plays at the back and
mm.
Zubimendi is not there. I think
Yeah, same.
That's a possibility. Yeah, yeah,
Havertz
yeah.
will Havertz majorly can play from midfield, which was said by journalists even before we made any of these
Yeah.
signings. So I think that is one way. If like what Raja said, long balls is something that will not go out of our game because that is bound to happen for a side like Arsenal. So
Mm,
in terms of physical presence, aerial presence, to actually have that first touch control and play that pass to the players in that area, I think Havertz is that player who you can't take the like you can't
Position of.
yeah.
mm.
But I
That's
would like
my.
to beg the question.
Yeah, okay, go
Right?
on.
Huh. I'll beg the question: is uh trying to play better aerially coachable?
Technique is really not very coachable.
Because
Yeah,
Like
no,
see, if you
no,
were
no matter.
if you were a 22-year-old or a 23-year-old, I would say yes.
Hmm.
This
Mm,
guy's played his major football top flight.
mm,
You can't coach aerial prowess.
mm,
That is not technique you can't bro. You either have it or you don't, and you work towards something that
mm,
benefits it. That can be like a physical presence where you are good at it in terms of
mm,
that. Or like I said, like how he is a good box denominator, like that fox in the box type profile. If he works on that more in terms of that, yeah, then I can. But it it is also a question as to how much will we see it next season as well, right?
Yeah.
Because we
mm.
are seeing a variance in like everything. So
Yep.
how many crosses are we actually going to put in the box, or is our game going to change completely and we are more direct attacking
Yeah.
wise? So
Mm.
everything is there.
We'll take in some more and we'll continue. Cool.
Yeah.
Guys, 15 concurrent views, only 6 likes. Keep liking this stream because we're trying to push this stream onto the algorithm so that more people can join us and we can grow this community together. Okay, keep liking the stream. Surya says 65 million plus add-ons. Yeah, the reported thing is I think 65 plus
Plus
10,
15.
15. Yeah, it'll come down to close to like what, 80
8.
million, and that is the conversation. 5-year contract bold, the two age
Lewandowski.
Lewandowski JSA performance,
Yeah.
they probably, yeah. Ritik Tiwari, welcome, buddy. I think this is the first time you're seeing me on stream, if I'm
Yeah.
not wrong. He says 90 million for Sesko, right? Uh, Sesko?
RB was
Or yeah,
asking.
Sesko, Ravi were asking, it's not a good deal. Fair enough, because yeah, I think 90 plus add-ons, or was it like 90 all
90 plus
just
add-ons.
no, 90 plus add-ons is, yeah, it doesn't sound right. Fair enough, fair enough. इंग्लैंड में खेला हुए है, एक्सपीरियंस था,
Experience है, not
not
PA,
Premier,
but
but
and
hmm
EFL is not the easiest league when it comes to testing your physicality.
hmm But also the fact is that when a striker does well in the championship, he tends to do well even in the Premier League. We have seen that with Mitrovic, Watkins, Ivan Toney, who else? Mm,
Delap? No, no, no.
no, not Delap yet, not Delap yet.
No, no, no. He was a sorry, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my bad.
Sanchez says Gyökeres isn't as bad as people make it out. Desperate to join, almost forced to move 20 goals next season,
Buffed
and
up guy.
buff
Yeah.
guy has true. See, in the end, if we win a trophy, nobody will remember who we didn't sign. People will remember who we signed and who made us win that trophy, right? I guess end of the day, that is important. And these personal agendas will only remain uh, until the transfer has been made or until the season starts. That's why people might be opinionated, like not might be, will be opinionated. Even I'm very opinionated regarding the Gyökeres Sesko situation. But the moment he signs for the club, the moment he wears that jersey, trust me, you'll not remember that I didn't want Gyökeres at the club. So that's what I'm just saying. Support the player as long as he's at the club. Before that, you can have your opinions. Just don't discourage the player once he wears the jersey. Gyökeres loves to make runs at top. We already took this. I genuinely do not want Sesko for 80 to 90 million. Fair enough. Fair enough. ऐसा नहीं है कि काम
कि
खाली
खाली
crosses.
crossing करेंगे. Gyökeres can head and improve. I agree with this.
That is the hope. That is the hope.
That is an opinion that I've held from a very long time that
Mm,
cross and inshallah is not the football we play. We were compelled to play that way because of the personnel that we had. It's
mm,
as
mm.
simple as that.
Yeah, yeah. I said it yesterday, and I'm going to say it again. Gyökeres will be a failed signing for Arsenal. Mark my words. We needed Sesko, and we still do. I want Sesko. Many people are there like you, buddy. Yeah, it is what it is. The club gets a striker. We got to support it as long as it works. If it doesn't work, well, we can say our words afterwards. But he is going to be an Arsenal player. We just have to support no matter what. I hope people understand that bit. Are we genuinely going for Gyökeres, Madueke, Eze, Rodrygo, and all? Okay, we'll come to this. We'll definitely come to this.
Yeah.
Just talking presently regarding Gyökeres, so we'll talk regarding that. Hello, welcome, Arnav bhai. Sanchit, yes, exactly. This overemphasis on heading in aerial duels is not needed. We need to be better in other aspects as well. Arteta is more flexible than given credit for. Hmm. Yeah,
Completely agree.
yeah. Abilities meaning goals. That what makes you think that Sesko can't score 15 plus goals in the first season? Because as an Arsenal fan, I'm saying 15 plus goals for Gyökeres will be because Sesko can do the same. Hmm.
A
Positive.
question. A
Oh, yeah.
question.
Mhm.
Uh, if it's not guaranteed that. Now, what was the comment again? Huh. So if you are saying that if Gyokeres is getting 15 plus goals and then Sesko can't score 15 plus goals, I can even say that Sesko can score 15 plus goals, Gyokeres won't score 15 plus goals. So I can have an argument that Sesko can excel at things Gyokeres won't, and I even can say that Gyokeres will excel at things Sesko won't. It's just wishful thinking at this point, and it's just an agenda that is being run that Sesko is the best striker in the world and Gyökeres is the worst striker in the world, which is absolutely not true.
Mhm. Yeah. He says the positive thing is Havertz and Gyökeres provides different things if managed well. If
More
managed well,
development
will
than
have
Arsenal.
more.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, do you see Havertz start the season as a center forward? Because we did have pieces that said that regardless of a striker coming in, if his name is not Alexander Isak, Havertz is going to start. What do you say about it? And this is
Preseason
like
will
very
answer that.
true. What? Yeah, preseason I'll obviously answer, but
Yeah.
what do you think about it?
I
Because
don't know
see,
anything. I have to
he's
see.
he's also
Yeah, go on.
improved like physicality wise, right? Big
Who
improvements.
knows? We haven't seen in on the field, right? All the pictures, like you can say on Instagram, like he looks bulky and all, but when he's on the pitch, you'll know if he's actually improved or not.
True that,
When
true.
it comes to I'll make my judgment after I watch a few games in the preseason because I
Mm.
don't remember seeing Gyokeres in a ball dominant team. I mean, he played in the Sporting are ball dominant, but like against much weaker oppositions. I mean, we play really good teams in preseason as well. So I'm kind of curious what happens there, and yeah, let's see
We
what
play
how
AC
it pans out.
Milan. We play. Who else do we play?
Tottenham
United as
and
well.
United. No, no, we play
Milan, Tottenham,
Tottenham, AC Milan,
United,
and
Athletic
United.
Club,
Athletic Club and
No,
Villarreal.
also
Villarreal.
Villarreal.
Villarreal. Villarreal.
Villarreal. Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, by the
Good
way,
team.
England 9 wickets down. Let's go. Jadeja wicket and Siraj crazy Kohli type of catch. But yeah, it is what it is.
Mm.
He scored
Okay,
22
we
goals, 10
play.
assists last
Wait,
season. Go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, we play Milan, Newcastle, Tottenham.
Oh,
Newcastle.
Yeah,
Newcastle.
these
Yes.
three,
Mm,
and
mm,
then on top of this, Athletic, and then Villarreal.
mm.
Good.
The starting two teams are the best to test out Gyokeres.
Yeah.
Yes. I was legit thinking the same thing. Uh, okay, sorry. Footballer says 22 goals, 10 assists in the last season at What?
Yeah,
Ah,
Yes,
in his
good.
last season.
Mm,
Gyokeres.
mm, mm. Ping center backs with constant depth runs, holds play to let Odegaard side once, and presses like a lunatic to protect rest defense. Adds the vertical chaos. Arteta's structure needs to be dismantled to dismantle the blocks. Thoughts.
Mm, I don't really agree with the holds play to let Ode Saka advance bit. He's okay shot holding play is not great at it. He falters quite a lot of times. And that
Who
is
is
one
this
area
on?
of his game that
Gyokeres?
is weak. Gyoker is, yeah. Holding up ain't his best facet. I mean, he takes the ball and lets it deflect off him. If that lands onto a teammate of his, that's fine. And that has happened plenty of times. But he's not the greatest hold up play technician out there. Nah.
Mm.
I
Baki
really
sab I
want.
agree with.
I don't remember on the pressing part as well. And we didn't
Presses
target
ka
it
to
in the
yeah.
scouting. Scouting with also we
Mhm.
didn't target it.
I don't think he's
Uh,
that great at pressing.
Hmm.
Amy Lane. Okay, I'm sorry to butcher your name completely, but welcome to the channel. Has Nwaneri designed
I know
on
this
his
one.
con?
What?
Sign probably
I
has
Sign.
signed.
signed his contract.
Acha.
I don't think so. What do you guys think? Do you think Arsenal will let go of Nwaneri?
Hmm.
Hmm. To Chelsea, for him personally, makes no sense.
Yeah.
They have like what 100 players in his position, and he still wants to go there. I think I have huge questions on Vaneri's mentality and also the people around him.
Yeah.
Uh, and also, I've seen that just Doc tweeted that clubs in Germany are interested, but
Mm.
still, I think he has all the ingredients to develop here. But if he wants to go, then I don't know. Maybe I'm not too worried because we have our super max coming through the ranks, so it's okay.
Okay.
I I
Oh,
just want to confirm if there was a report that Vaneri's representatives were unhappy that he was overplayed last season. Is that a
overplayed
thing? Is that a thing?
That was said.
or
Yeah.
overplayed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gunner Block's piece said that he is not happy with the minutes, but his representatives have said to Arsenal that he was overplayed last.
That is possible.
Yeah,
That has
It,
happened.
apparently.
Yeah.
I did
I
read
mean,
this. I'm not sure how correct this agent part is, but the Gunner Block part said that he was overplayed. He was
mm,
underplayed. My bad. He was
mm.
no, he
underplayed.
was overplayed. He was overplayed,
Gunner
not
Block once
underplayed.
said underplayed.
Ha ha ha. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And that cannot be a possibility that he was underplayed because he clearly used to deputize for Saka a lot of times. And I mean, for a player who's literally turned like 18, for him to demand those many minutes, consistently, it's ludicrous because it would do
mm,
nothing but make him more injury prone. And if a certain player is not ready for a level, then he just needs to be honed and he needs to be
mm,
developed. You just can't throw
mm,
a player in the deep end because he has the tools to rise through. That is exactly what happened with Odegaard as well. When Odegaard was out injured, Nwaneri did not start games in his position, which I feel
mm,
was the best call at that time.
But I think who came out and said, uh,
Merino,
David Ornstein came out and said that they want to try him as a number 8 and number 10 position, no?
number, yeah,
Mm. You never know what's going to happen next
That
season.
that part actually tells me that he wants to be at the club himself. I'm just thinking because
Mm,
majority of the movement right now is on the fact that he has to sign his contract. There is no two ways about it. So
mm,
you either put pressure through the agent side, ask for more money, and then
mm,
this happens, or obviously there will it is bound to happen that clubs are going to be up for a talent like his. Names
mm,
will not
mm,
be mentioned, names will be mentioned. It doesn't
mm,
really play a part because a signing like this is going to be signed for a top club. It's not
mm.
like we're going to sell him off for cheap also if that happens. So yeah.
Right. Luke is asking, what do you guys think? No, what do you guys think of a move of Ethan Nwaneri to Barca? Barca is known for getting the best out of young players. Gives them time, which young players strive for nowadays.
it'd be an
Hmm.
idiot to go and play for Barcelona. I mean, if he isn't willing to play at Arsenal, there is no way he would be willing to play at Barcelona. No way.
Because.
Because they already have Lamine Yamal, and if he's to play centrally, the number of players Barcelona has in the midfield, it's staggering. The talents
Hmm,
that they've got coming up, Ethan
hmm,
Murray will not get game time as he wishes.
Which team do
hmm.
you think he should go to?
Bayern, ah,
So,
Bayern.
Why?
why? Because Musiala got injured. Is that what you're saying?
ना मूसियाला क्यों नहीं 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 मूसियाला पे कुछ नहीं है वो. They've
Then why
got
Bayern?
Olise. Who else have they got? I mean, as a winger.
Gnabry,
Olise, bro. They
Olise.
have
हाँ Olise ना
Coman.
ना तो he won't go to start there यार Bayern में मतलब to be on the
That
bench.
is as good as staying at
Staying at Arsenal, right?
Arsenal.
Exactly na. So there
Hmm,
is literally no other club that can guarantee him a starting spot and is a big club.
See, at
hmm,
this point when big clubs come into the picture, right, you
hmm,
don't look for starting position. You look for the ability to compete there. Yeah, you can
hmm,
argue that he should be doing this at Arsenal as well. But then when you think of um, clubs like Barcelona or a Real Madrid, they bring in something apart from just footballing values in terms of starting for a team. And I will die on that hill. Why? Because these are academies that know to treat their young players, and they
hmm,
will prove a point. Bro, see, imagine him having a season or two at Barca and then being given another move upwards. There are very few clubs that are there upwards from Barcelona's point of view, but I'm just saying it is if you're saying a Danny Olmo or a Gavi stop him,
hmm,
then I can argue that he can break into and just play up front at Barcelona. According to the question, obviously.
hmm, hmm, hmm. Yeah.
All these things I can say the exact same things about Arsenal.
Hmm, hmm.
Because it
Rajat, do
is
you think
panning
he'll
out
start
that
at
way, we
Madrid?
are saying. No?
Huh? No, why?
Rajat,
How is he going to start at Madrid?
I'm just asking stupid questions, but yeah. For हम कितने बार कट जाएंगे बॉक्स में पास कर देगा हाँ fair enough. I also think Gyökeres will be die for the badge type of player. Yeah, from the looks of it, yes. Uh, he at Arsenal isn't just about goals, it's depth runs, hold up, pin
Uh,
centre backs, freeing Havertz to ghost into pockets. Arteta cooking a system where Kai attacks spaces and Odegaard Saka thrive off chaos.
and I'll say one thing again: football is not played with 12 footballers on a football pitch. That is not going to happen. Kai Havertz and Viktor Gyökeres can only start if Odegaard is not playing.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you say so though? Why can he not play midfield?
He can play in the midfield, but that will only happen in certain cases. That won't happen every match day.
Certain, he is talking about certain cases, right? Why will he say it about every time?
You can't be mentioning Havertz all the time because Havertz
He's not
himself is not
mentioning.
guaranteed.
He said it in a part where he's creating a system at times where you can have someone attack spaces that are being created by Gyökeres, right?
I agree with this completely. As long as
Hmm.
it's not Havertz heavy, then I agree with it.
Mm. And yeah, world-class bench doesn't hurt. But yeah, fair enough.
Yep.
I also don't think Joker is in left wing with the coach of
Ooh,
his
good shout.
coaching of him. I hope
Good
we
shout.
become
Good shout.
better. Hmm.
Good shout.
Zubimendi do, and not just Liverpool, man. Even these guys. Uh,
Wow.
no, in Madrid. In Madrid. Where are they?
Marca boys.
Mm-hmm.
Marca, man.
Croatia
Shameless.
is in title, but in this one, happening to priceless. Winning about winning about about having multiple solutions. Yeah, Joker is like Diego Costa. He will score no matter what. Hmm.
Diego Costa as a go front goal scorer? Nah, bro.
Joker
But
is
I get
65
the
million plus add-ons. Yeah. Mm-hmm. By the way, what happened to Mosquera deal? The deal. Okay, I think since because we need to get the striker thing done and the
Yeah.
Zubimendi and all the situation all sorted, I think that is why. But I think Mosquera will most likely happen. Only the fees they should come out of.
I
And
yeah.
think
Mosquera's committed himself to Arsenal now.
Mm-hmm.
They are waiting for
apparently his
Valencia to
agent
put a deal,
is,
right?
yeah, no, apparently his agent is asking for too much commission or something. That's why it's kind of holding up.
They
It should
all
happen
start.
within 20 to 25 max also, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We'll sign him
Exactly.
now that the new Valencia offer is out of the way. I'm pretty sure that he'll sign for us.
Mm-hmm. Look, Sesko was a profile we needed. Gyökeres at United was more unwanted. They uh, they wanted goals. We
Goals
would have
would have
given.
given them.
Sesko heading efficiency with limited touch is what we needed.
Oh, he's a
Mm.
United fan. I always thought he was an Arsenal.
He confuses me. I just know that he comes up with nice points and
And
we can discuss about.
Bro changes up every 5 minutes.
Uh,
efficient with limited touches, what we needed. Gyokeres
let's see
was
the stats. Jesus
awful.
most intense pressure. Eight.
Approximately 8 plus final third pressures per 90. It
Mm,
was pure street traps. Gyokeres slightly less but direct. Ooh! Wins it back and tries Harvard's press. I? Where are you getting these stats from?
mm. Gyökeres would
There.
be great in UCL nights when we get spaces. Yeah,
Yeah.
UCL nights I can definitely wholeheartedly say
Yes.
that Gyökeres will bang.
You need
No doubt.
goals beside ties. So center
Mm-hmm.
forward who can score goals is always
Mm.
appreciated.
I just Google as I read about his pressing being good and direct
Fairs.
like Osman, who also wins 40.
Fairs.
Osimhen
Real
is a beast.
Madrid.
Gyokeres is
Mm-hmm.
not that level.
Yeah, yeah. We can see what Pep
Pep
did
did with
do
Haaland.
when Haaland came to City, change the entire system how City played just to maximize Haaland. And we should not repeat the system as we see decline in the slow build-up. I think for them, the issues are not just the system, it's just the personnel who are playing that have like grown or like are injured or not just suitable enough to carry it on that level, is my opinion. I don't
What
think it's
what
completely.
happened? What happened to Pep's system post one good season from Haaland?
Yeah.
Rodrygo got injured in the colors.
You
Nah,
can't say only Rodrygo though. They got they got looked out on every aspect of what made Haaland a killer.
Mm,
Haaland was basically
again,
seen out.
this actually makes sense. Erling Haaland, outside of his goals, literally does the bare minimum as a striker.
mm,
And he still scores goals. He will still remain one of the top scorers in the league. If Gyokeres can pull that off, why not? Why not is my
mm,
only question.
mhm. Are you sure they both will not play together? We will see. They will play. I'm just saying that they don't
नहीं, नहीं,
play
हाँ,
like as often as people think
yeah,
they would.
yeah.
Have a debate on Kai Havertz. Oh, bro, no, I can't. The whole reason I don't watch
All of
Indian
us are
television,
pro Kai Havertz, man.
The
the
reason this
whole,
channel is there is for the fact that we don't want to have
mm,
something like that.
the moment it goes, then a karas. Uh-huh. I'll find it irritating to host such thing because the whole reason I don't watch Indian television is because it's just to, yeah, less conversation, more noise. That's it. Uh, can Havertz play number eight if needed?
Hmm.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
in my
Uh,
opinion, that is his best position.
Havertz
Striker ain't his best
And
position.
Jesus would have been the most insane thing ever. But yeah, it is what it is. अरे बताओ सोने are you genuine?
अच्छा हाँ भाई अरे ओके ओके
I think for you they will sign, man. I genuinely think for you they will sign. The number of times you're asking, the amount of enthusiasm you have towards such signs, I think for you it'll happen by for sure. Gyokeres isn't Kane level at linking up, but he pings centre backs, absorbs contact, lays off quickly, and then attack back. He's big tough. After holding, he doesn't stand. He explodes. Okay, no, no, no. We have fallen to the ground. We have seen this when he played against Arsenal. If you don't remember, Ian put a clip of that in the scouting report that Aarush and I have recorded regarding Gyokeres. We check it out. We talk about it, how he falls like bunch of feathers when there is like strong contact from centre backs. So I don't agree to
he
that
does
point.
not absorb contact well. That
Hmm.
has been one of his glaring weaknesses if we were
And
to talk about it.
and also one more thing about him is that he's spoken in the scouting report, but a fact to mention is that when
Hmm.
you say that he doesn't have first touch, right? This guy has a variance in doing things himself where he ends up being very selfish in terms of carrying.
Hmm. Hmm.
And that can't be done at Arsenal because we are very positionally fluid and we can't be going out on and losing the ball in terms of not counter pressing and being in a position where we can't counter press basically. So
Hmm.
him so he does this thing where if he can't control the ball, he will actually try and take shots for absolutely no reason to showcase the ball striking that everyone loves, the aesthetics.
Hmm.
Everyone loves it, right? So for a fact that he intends to do it more when obviously for sporting it will be completely different for Arsenal. It tells you how he's not capable or he's not confident on his first touch, which
Hmm.
is one of the easy. I mean, not I won't say easiest man, but it is one of the most integral parts of being a striker. At least you need to have the
Hmm.
first touch in terms of actually playing it off. You can score goals, bro. I will rate you. I will rate you score goals, don't score goals, but obviously first touch is something that I would like to see. So yeah.
Dr. Vivek, you're more like
But wait, bro, wasn't Dr. Vivek Sesko
I
in the
don't
days?
remember that vividly.
that I don't remember. I don't think Dr. Vivek was like. I don't remember. I
What
don't
was
The
one
remember.
prophecy
blade
that he always heard?
Give your.
Give your
KVR is
Van
one,
Dyke.
Hmm.
obviously. He also had that prophecy where we will win the league till March, April. No?
हाँ वो
Uh,
Liverpool will fall off yeah.
Uh,
Now, but
have.
again,
Hmm.
if whatever Doctor Vivek's saying, if it all comes true, that basically means Gyokeres' weakness have been covered up. He'll definitely be the best striker if he is able to do all that. Simple.
Hmm. Hmm. Uh, Havertz is not starting ahead of Odegaard, and I know Odegaard had a bad season, but Odegaard is better than Havertz. Havertz is a great rotation player as a sub. Okay. Yeah. Sesko didn't fancy Arsenal. Gyökeres wanted Arsenal. Simple. Also, for the first time, Arteta finally getting a proper nine since Oba. Not a hybrid, not a stopgap, but a genuine line leading leader, line
is
leading striker.
Arteta is Arteta getting what he wanted?
Is Arteta getting what he doesn't want?
That I don't know
Clearly,
how
it
to
looks
continue.
like so. Yeah.
It, just ask a simple question. If you're saying Gyokeres in the first choice, so has
Hmm.
Arteta been said, okay, sign, uh, we aren't getting Sesko, sign Gyokeres or go bust. So
Hmm.
has he been made to
You
sign
can't go
Gyokeres
bust
or
in a
at
project like
gunpoint?
this. So. No, I just meant it in the perspective of Arteta finally getting his proper
Come
striker.
on, man. Sign.
Okay. Luke says, assuming you guys get Eze, you already have Odegaard as backup cam. Okay. We
Fine.
all we already have Jesus for backup striker and Merino who can play both. And what do you guys think will happen to Havertz? Will he leave? Uh, I think he will play. I think people are like assuming that Havertz is not going to play at all and is going to be complete bench option, which I don't think is the point. Uh, and I agree to the fact that there will be a situation where Havertz will be like, okay, I was starting for 2.5 seasons or 2 seasons. Suddenly, what happened? Why am I not getting? Because that might affect his Germany squad position as well, right? Good question, actually. What do you guys think? We'll start with Raja. Raja, what do you think?
Yeah. As I think about it, I don't think we'll sign Eze because, as reports suggest, if we are signing Madueke, and I assume that our left wing signing is Rodrygo,
Hmm,
I don't think we'll end up signing Eze because Havertz is going to be really important, bro. People don't understand. If we are signing Gyokeres,
hmm,
Havertz is going to be like one of the most important players in the squad.
hmm. One more update. India
Am
finally
I
won the match.
audible? Hello.
Yep.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
we
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
it. We heard.
Yeah, yeah. India finally won the match, man. Thank God.
Akash Deep sixer, bro.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Crazy.
Havertz is a footballer who basically Arteta has chosen a hill to die on when it comes to utilizing him and making him an integral part of the team. So my
Hmm.
thing is, as long as Arteta is managing Arsenal, Kai Havertz won't go anywhere because nobody would pay the amount that we would ask for Kai Havertz.
Yeah,
We
he's
can
on
see
Hmm,
that
hefty
he's worth
wages.
65, 70 million pounds. No one is paying that money for him.
hmm, hmm.
He's on hefty wages as well, no?
Hefty wages as well. Yeah, I
Yep, yep,
don't see
yep.
that happen. And now that thing on you guys have Jesus, we don't have Jesus. Okay, we don't have Jesus.
Hmm,
Merino will not play as a centre forward. That won't happen. And
hmm.
Odegaard is not the backup cam to Eze. In fact, Eze would be the backup cam to Odegaard. And as long as Arteta is at the club, Odegaard is not getting sold, and Odegaard is starting games.
Yeah,
So the suggestions
yeah,
that you're giving us, or the points that you're trying to make, would make sense if Mikel Arteta was not managing Arsenal.
hmm, hmm.
Oh yeah,
The
I just
India
had like
is my
internet
friend
issue.
from school.
Yeah.
My friend from fourth
Oh.
standard. Yeah, of course, finally makes his appearance. Yeah, nice. No, I didn't ignore you, bro. I just was going with the flow, you idiot. Gyökeres' only job is to score goals. We will create for you. Yeah, Raja, you were saying.
Yeah, yeah, I was just saying, Havertz is going to be really crucial, man. People are
Yep.
not realizing if we have chosen Gyokeres as a striker,
Hmm,
I think Havertz will play a lot. Uh,
Mm.
I, I think Sheshko was a player who combined strengths of Havertz and also kind of Gyokeres in one player. But now
hmm,
that we've chosen Gyokeres, I think we have to play Havertz in most of the games. And
hmm,
I think if we have to play Havertz in midfield to accommodate others as well,
hmm,
assuming Zubimendi goes to bench, I think Eze kind of becomes tough to justify because no Madueke will cover both wings because he's pretty decent on both sides. And
hmm.
if you're signing Rodrigo and then like yeah, where will Eze play? I don't see it.
This is
As
exactly
in,
where I feel that we don't sign
hmm,
Rodrigo and Eze as the winger. I don't know why, I just have a bad feeling. Rodrigo just won't come. Real Madrid will
He
just
needs.
labor us.
Do you still give? Are you still giving me hope regarding Leao?
No, no, no.
no,
I'm
no,
not
no.
giving hopes about anyone like that, winger wise. But I'm just saying Eze will be seen as a winger if he comes then. In this case, where we get
Yeah, if
Madueke.
Eze
Uh,
comes in, I don't think Rodrigo will. We will sign Rodrigo 100%.
Yeah.
Best thing to
And
do
we'll
is
sell Drossard and then we'll keep Madueke. Basically, that's the thing.
Hmm. Yeah,
you know
probably.
what I'd suggest. Don't sign Noni Madueke. Get in Rodrigo and Eze and let go of Trossard or Martinelli.
Best case because Rodrigo can play even on the right side if you want
Like,
him to play.
why
Just
do we need to be hell bent on signing Noni Madueke, man?
Will you all
Nah.
oh,
okay, this is like a question. Will you all take Rodrigo and Eze or Noni and Eze? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. In terms of
Rodrigo Eze all day,
form.
every day,
Rodrigo is any
2 days,
day.
a day, 2 days a day. Wow, very good. Yeah,
Raja, what do you say?
I take it. Yeah, I mean, they both offer similar things. I think Madueke would be
Mm.
the better choice.
You
I
know what? I'll
again, I'm
actually
not
ask
I,
this question.
on.
I'm sorry to say that's why I asked the question because I will also prefer that in a world where squad depth is being talked about like this.
Mm. Wait,
And
Eze?
I
Mm.
I just view better players as being better at football. So I would choose to employ the better footballer than a player who just provides depth in a different position predominantly. That is the sole reason I choose Rodrygo and Eze over Noni and Eze.
This much logic I didn't apply. I want Rodrigo. I just want Rodrigo. Just bring Rodrigo. Please. Save him from the Madrid team.
Come
Man.
on,
I
man.
can't.
Noni Madueke as a signing that you want to, make when you're going for the title. Come on.
Exactly.
And
Come
we
on.
are obviously bringing it up because it's happening, no? So there is no other choice
वो
than to
क्या
yeah,
बेवकूफी है यार
entertain
मतलब
talks, man. There is
मतलब
nothing to
I,
do.
I think
Mm.
you'll change your stance once you watch more of him. I don't think
Yep.
you've watched enough,
I
so that's
do
why you're
not
so
dislike. I
blatantly negative about him.
No, no,
It's the same
no, no,
thing
no.
like you're opposite with
See,
Gyokeres. I mean,
you
yeah,
you can't dislike a player. None of us dislike any player.
yeah,
Mm.
It is just factually putting it into that
preferences.
thing to say
Yeah.
it's just
that.
preferences. Yes, I've never said
Yep.
that Noni Madueke is not a good player. I'm just saying that no.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But I think as in a squad building scenario, I think Eze slash Rodrigo and Madueke makes more sense than having
Finance
Eze
wise,
and Rodrigo.
definitely. Yeah,
Mm.
finance
No,
wise it
not
makes sense.
finance, not finance, bro.
Not
Squad
finance.
Squad
building,
building भी
Squad
ठीक है
building.
यार.
different having
Again,
different profiles, basically.
the way, yeah, you are looking at it as different profiles. I'm just looking at it as better footballers. That's the difference.
Because better
I'm just.
football doesn't eventually make you this thing, no?
Mm.
Hence, I
Fair.
brought that question up.
Because look at PSG. They had a bunch of best footballers in the world. Ghanta they won anything in UCL.
That's
And they
true.
got
I,
good
you
and they
you
got
can't
profiles.
compare. Nah, you can't compare this to Rodrigo and Eze. Please, 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 don't.
Let's
Liverpool.
try diving into that. What do
Nah,
we
nah,
Wait.
think?
We'll take in comments and we'll dive into it. Liverpool did fall off. We just fell off bad and also Saka Havertz and then yeah, fair enough. But Berta Gunda hai
But not
Arteta
good.
ka man ka
मनमानी
man.
नहीं चलेगा. Zinny, Jesus, Havertz, Edo signed what
Man,
Arteta recommended. Berta and his
Mm,
team have backup ka backup. Yeah,
what,
mm,
bro? I don't understand.
he's basically saying Berta's strategy involves dealing with multiple players all at once, and Edu just had a primary target and nothing else, which is
That's why.
facts.
That's why I told you. This is why I rate Bottas' technique.
Yeah, it's good negotiating tactics as well. Yeah, it's happened to him, bro. Why are you
mm.
lacking?
No,
Okay.
I just got tagged in some random thing. I have Twitter open here in case we have something regarding the striker situation. But yeah, since Rodrigo is not gonna get any chance in Madrid clearly, as Franco's also coming and Ada, and I think Madrid
Mhm.
zone posted yesterday he's willing to run on club Arsenal, not reliable sources. I think
Madrid's
some.
zone did not tweet it. It was Hand of Arsenal, and Hand of Arsenal's news was tweeted by Madrid zone. And Hand of Arsenal is tier one when it comes to Arsenal news.
Hmm, hmm. I hope Havertz bulking up helps his balance. Go watch the Leverkusen days. He was way better than Wirtz is right now. I truly fucked up center of gravity
Yeah,
and even his dribble.
good
And
shout.
yeah,
Mhm.
do you guys think Gyökeres comes if he
Yeah.
will? I
This
understand.
is I just like after stream I had opened Twitter and I saw Damien's tweet as well where he said if Gyökeres comes at Arsenal, I
Mm,
want him to be the sole penalty taker because I want my center forward to be hungry for goals.
mm,
And it makes sense because usually it is the center forwards who build confidence through even penalties because they are bound to score goals with their effectiveness in front of goal. And I really
And
like
he's
this
got
idea,
a
but
To be fair to
but
him,
Saka's
Gyokeres is
yeah
like the best at his
yeah
penalties, even better than
but
Saka in my opinion.
yeah But
Yes.
I'm just thinking
Saka
about
has these
how.
moments, man. Saka has these moments where he kind of overthinks scenarios when he's taking pens.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sporting are looking for 50 million fee for
Eh?
Gyökeres, with Arsenal aiming
कुछ
for a
भी
number close.
कुछ
Miguel
Sorry.
Delaney is
भी
fraud. Miguel Delaney now.
Miguel.
Also, watch for the space Gyökeres creates for Saka, Odegaard, and Havertz, and GM, who GM?
Gabriel Martinelli.
Gabriel
Martinelli.
Martinelli or a new winger. Also, Eze being Saka from the right, dropping back, dribbling past defender. That's how you break park passes.
What?
Am I sleep deprived or am I not able
Wait,
to
wait.
read properly?
Also, watch the spaces Gyökeres creates for Saka, Odegaard, and Havertz. Saka, Odegaard, and Havertz, okay. And Gabriel Maguire, a new winger. Also, Eze being Saka from the right, dropping
From the
back
left,
plus
he means
dribbling
I feel.
far.
Dropping back,
Hmm.
dribbling past defenders. That's how you break.
Yeah, true. If you have constant movements, then obviously you can break
Exactly, it
low
will
blocks.
help. But it
Hmm.
isn't down to Gyokeres. I mean, any team that would create movements against a low block would score goals. So it isn't Gyokeres heavy. It's
Hmm.
got more to do with the attack as a whole.
Hmm.
Bro, why are you
And
lagging?
no, no, it's just even a poor, huh, bro. It is. We see.
Yes, it is.
I thought it wouldn't be, but yeah, we have 14 votes and only 71% agree that Eze Rodrygo, whereas 29% agree that they want Eze Noni Madueke.
So there are
Uh,
good 4 votes that Noni and Rodrigo play.
yep.
Yay.
Einstein said Arsenal considers age profile while when signing. If Arsenal sign older strikers options, it can affect as a deal. In Athletic FC YouTube, Arsenal does not want to pay release clause. I think they want to go
Yeah,
cheaper if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
yeah.
Why are people
Wait,
normalizing the? Hi, go ahead, go ahead.
Gyökeres had a release clause, right?
So that release
Yeah,
clause
100
was not.
million. Yeah, 100 million.
They put it down. I mean, after the
Wasn't
season got
60
over,
No,
million?
that's a gentleman agreement. No. It's a gentleman's agreement that
But
they agreed for
it was
60
for a
million.
short period of time, no?
Mm,
Uh, no,
जनवरी
nothing.
वगैरह के टाइम पे था शायद वो.
नहीं नहीं अभी था bro. When this whole president drama was going on, his
mm.
release clause was dropped down to
Did
60
not have a
something.
formal release clause. हाँ. There was a debate about
They
that.
they
No.
just when he signed a new contract, they just promised him that like they let him go
हाँ,
for
it was a
something 60
gentleman's
million.
agreement. Yeah, it
Mm,
wasn't
mm,
a release clause.
His release
mm.
was 100 million.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's a good point
Mm,
footballers made there.
mm. Uh, Luke says,
Footballers.
why are people normalizing the move Madueke at Arsenal? I also posted a comment. This has to be one of the worst moves Arsenal will make in current situation. Why does Arsenal want him? Someone explain. Uh,
Wait, let's go in a way that why it doesn't work.
okay.
What?
Why do you think Madueke will not work at Arsenal? Why do you think it's a bad move for Arsenal?
Yeah.
From a squad building perspective, I feel we are more
No, no,
than
no.
well covered
Footballing
with
wise.
Nwaneri.
Footballing wise.
Footballing wise, I can't actually pinpoint anything because he's a good footballer. He's not a bad footballer. I my only
Mm,
concerns are with his issues that are non-football related and that aren't even down to Madueke. It's just down to the players we already have.
mm, mm. Okay.
Okay,
See, from
so
yeah, go ahead.
hmm, you go.
No,
Yeah, go
I
on.
feel he's
You're
just
asking.
very I just feel he's very inconsistent, right? Because I'll be very honest. The starting of last season, when I was still very active regarding making content and being part of teams, I was part of Ankit Bro's team. There also I said, Noni Madueke is a player who I like. He's a good footballer. The only thing that is lacking is that he's very inconsistent.
Yeah.
Maybe it can change is what I said. Then he scored bunch of goals in the starting of the season. I was very happy. He was part of my FPL as well. We spoke again. I think, huh, looks like he's changing for the good. Next thing you know, 7 goals have happened and then khalas, nothing else. Nothing else. The entire season, are you telling me that in spite of having close to what, 26 to 27 starts, you're only scoring 7 goals? Okay, if you're not scoring goals, how many assists does he have? Does
Seven
anyone
goals was
have
only in the Premier League.
seven? The ones that are happening in the Conference League and all, I'm not
Conference.
considering
Yeah,
because
fair,
yeah.
fair.
But then again, I'll put a point across.
Mm,
it won't make complete sense, but Martinelli had a bad season. He was a starter at Arsenal. He got 15
Mm,
goal involvements in the Premier League
mm,
alone.
mm,
Madueke was a starter. He had like around 10 involvements across the
mm.
season.
Yeah.
As a backup, is it not fine?
Listen, are you trying to replace the same thing as a backup as well, or do you want
That's a good
something else?
point. Yeah, I
That
agree.
is what I'm saying. That see,
Yeah.
Madueke, he has a flair, he has a character, he can make things happen, but he doesn't do it
Hmm.
regularly. That is my only thing. That's my only
Great.
issue.
My question is, if anyone
Mm,
has watched Chelsea, what
mm,
was Chelsea from January to May? Because if you're telling me Palmer didn't score a goal,
mm,
Madueke didn't score a goal, what
mm.
was Chelsea doing in terms of goal scoring? How many goals have they scored since January? That these people are not affecting games.
I have no
I want to, but my
idea.
laptop is hanging, bro. I want to search for.
Okay, so Ojaswa
Hmm.
Pandey. I think for the
I
first time
think
he or she was there in the channel. Welcome, by the way. He this I actually think Madueke won't improve our current place. I'd rather play with Havertz as a second striker coming in from the wing, slotting as a number 10 because Arteta loves
No, no,
Havertz.
no, 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 no. That's never
Uh,
happened.
That paid off last season, man. You can't have Havertz play off the wing. And he was
mm,
playing off the wing as a center forward last season, which
Yeah.
sucked so bad.
mm,
So
mm.
we can't have that being repeated.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Madueke is
I have
not a finished product, man. Hey,
I have a
man.
thing. I have one
Yeah,
thing
go.
to add.
Mm,
I think people don't understand what Madueke is as a player, because
mm,
if everyone is screaming at the mouth when they hear about Arsenal being interested in Semenyo,
mm,
it doesn't make any sense to hate Madueke because it's almost similar kind of a player. I understand that Madueke doesn't have the best final third decision making, but I think in essence, what he provides is kind of very similar to what Antoine Semenyo gives our team.
And
And
people with
everyone wanted him as
Semenyo,
a backup. Yeah,
yeah. And with Semenyo, people also said for a point of fact that I would see him as the left winger over Martinelli or Trossard. Yeah, exactly. I'm not pointing out it to you, but you are talking about a player who is one of the best, is the best ball carrier in the whole of Europe. That is Madueke,
mm,
by the way, not Semenyo.
mm,
That
mm,
is
mm,
Madueke. He is someone who can go both ways as a
mm,
dribbler.
mm,
He is someone who is good at shot taking actions, inconsistent. I'll say it. He has
mm,
very less final product,
mm,
but he is giving you that threat. And he is good at combining play from the left. This
mm,
is not what I noticed with Semenyo when I watched him even for Nigeria. Imagine tuning
mm.
up for Nigeria game just to prove a point that he's good at
Ghana,
everything.
Ghana,
He
Ghana,
wasn't good.
Ghana.
My bad, my bad. Imagine,
Yeah,
imagine, imagine tuning
mm,
in for left wing minutes when his
mm,
weak foot, right foot can't make the difference
mm,
from playing as a left winger, where that is his primary position, by the way. He's being playing as a right winger now, but that is his primary position.
Makes
So
sense.
if you
Yeah.
can, yeah, exactly. If you can make sense of Semenyo, you need to
mm,
understand the profile first, like Raja said.
mm, mm.
I think Suchit, you should just pull up FB ref stats just for perspective what we're talking about on the screen.
Good, good. FBref, where are you, bro? Noni Madueke.
He's
Bro,
99th
my
percentile
laptop.
career football career in
Yeah,
all of
we
football.
And
sure
That's
do.
this
ridiculous.
is also transitional carrying, by the way.
Yeah.
Something that fans are big fans of, like Arsenal fans are big admirers of. Look at those 6.82 progressive carries per 90.
Also, look
Mm,
at his non-penalty XG. I mean, this guy is about to like mm, explode in terms
Bro,
of
bro,
goal
bro.
contributions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Arish, you're able to see in your phone?
Yeah, that's what I have to come inside the screen.
Actually,
Yeah.
all right, man. Noni Madueke makes sense. Again, I'm
Eh,
not
no, no,
against
no, no,
that
no,
signing.
no, 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 no. I
No,
don't want.
I
Watch him,
haven't
watch him,
ever.
watch him, watch him. Don't go on statistics. Don't go on what we say. Watch him. Make your own opinion. That's what I'd say. Because I can't be fooled again that statistics are gonna play a part, bro. Watch him, watch him. Understand his game.
Yeah,
Madueke is
football
going to
IQ is
perform well.
definitely a concern.
Decision making, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
decision making has always been
And
suspect.
That
Being
is
understanding
something
is what
consistent.
I'd said as well.
Mm,
I said it about
I
passing
think.
as well.
Yeah, Arteta has this thing, no, where he goes like, "I'll save this player," and also he has a really good track record of improving wingers. So I can bank on that to get Madueke. I
I'll
don't know.
save him, it seems.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
concern is transfer fees when he's solo, a lot like Sterling. Fair
He's
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
solo a lot
I
like
think we can
Sterling.
use some what we say selfishness in our attack. I mean, yeah, Gyokeres
But
gives us that, but
also
hmm,
what I
go on.
noticed, sorry to break you, but um, from the right, he's selfish. From the left, he's not as selfish.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
And
Yeah.
this is
Same.
also related to his angles that he finds. I'm writing about it. I've written a piece, that's why I can say
Mm,
it better. But
mm,
it is something to do with how he combines play from the left in order to
mm,
open the game up
mm,
for that angle to find, like you say, you're in the penalty box, you're on the
mm,
left hand side of the pitch. He would rather prefer combinational play and get those 1-2s back in the D, or he is
mm,
someone who would take that straight angle to shoot, which makes his output look very shit. But that
mm,
Hmm.
that usually works. That usually works for someone,
mm,
say someone like a Rafina, it works for him. Why?
mm,
Because
mm,
he's refined than that. And you're
mm,
comparing 5 years of no experience to a 28-year-old to a 22, 23-year-old. So
mm,
again,
mm.
there is a lot to make sense out of this. And in terms of skill, he has it. But if people want to
Mm,
bring up attitude and this and that, bro, you have to
mhm.
play him in a different environment to understand about that. I'd say that.
Right. Dr. Vivek actually took some struggle to, I think, let me know
Yeah.
regarding Madueke in Telugu. Raja, this is our moment. Madueke Arsenal ki sema fit da two-footed direct runs punny defenders confused pun run.
Bro, that's
Oh,
Tamil, man.
this is Tamil. Goddamn. Okay. Saka ku solid backup plus. Okay, bro. I have no clue what you said. I'm sorry for all the feeding. I'm not even Tamil. Uh, if Eze comes, will you play left wing or number 10? First of all, welcome to the stream, Timur. This is, I think, first time we're seeing on your stream. I hope you're subscribed and yeah, welcome and enjoy the rest of the show. If Eze comes, will he play the left wing or number 10? I think he will be a bench option who can play on the left and as a number 10, depending on game states.
Majorly as a 10.
Yeah, yeah.
After having being on this stream and talking about Havertz, I've kind of grown suspicious about our chances of signing Eze. I don't see it happening. I don't know why. If
Okay.
Rodrygo is the number one left wing target,
Mm,
Eze doesn't seem like a good deal to do. I don't know.
But again, that thing that's mentioned, no, that Rodrigo, you might have to wait for a little longer. And as a personal terms are agreed, and the
mm,
fact that we can get him if we want him. So,
mm, mm,
in terms of obviously, we have to sign a striker first. Gyokeres needs to be
mm,
done.
And
mm. Rahul says, in my opinion, Madueke and Gyökeres are Sterling and Jesus replacement in a bad way
You
or in
can't
good
be
way?
a
Because
you can't be a lone player replacement, bro. You can't have
uh,
a replacement for Sterling.
the Sterling was
I'm
just
not I'm
there.
not even saying just I'm not saying because Sterling was bad or his reputation is bad. He was a lone player.
mm,
Yeah.
You can't find a replacement for a lone player.
mhm. Okay, Parth and Aarush and Raja, please read this because I have no idea what the game
रॉड्रिगो
is.
तो
No idea.
शहर
Man,
की
the last
महफिल है.
match.
रॉड्रिगो तो शहर की महफिल है. मार्टिनेली जंग का मैदान. एक नजाकत से निकलता है, दूसरा तोड़ी हुई लकीरों पे दौड़ता है. 38 मैचेस का सफर में थकावट उन्हीं को मिलती है जो उसके पीछे भागते. हाय.
Ah, मेरी
अरे
जान.
बाप रे. Bro, this is a very deep Hindi comment to even process.
Okay, wait.
विवेक भाई
Update from
जोड़ा है
Hamda
ना.
Fozil.
Yeah, yeah.
During
I
preliminary
just
talks
brought it
for
up. Yep,
Noni.
yep,
Okay, okay, brilliant. They're taking Max, bro. Get the fuck out, man.
यार ये क्या है.
Oh,
Bro, the audacity, bro. What the fuck do you
भाई
think
क्या
of
है
that
ये
captain?
यार. हिम्मत कैसे होती है मतलब यार. आई एम सॉरी.
hmm. Kai Havertz
But
will play surely
Gyökeres
play
is
because
a bum.
Arteta will put on his line. Yes. Raja, I think this comment is for you, bro.
Yeah, Havertz can play as the eight. He can play as the centre forward. Eze can play as the eight. If we are signing him predominantly to be the eight, he can then
Mm,
play on the left wing. Nwaneri is being seen as the potential Odegaard backup.
Bro, I have a question.
How does Eze fit in? That's a
I
good
have a
question.
question.
mm,
Bro, as Arsenal fans, we take so much tension when our backup options are literally not there, bro. Imagine what Chelsea fans, City fans do like on stream, bro. Like, how do they discuss all of this?
But
Like, bro,
Chelsea
they
are
have
also.
players who you have to put out of the matchday squad to not play.
mm,
Imagine, like,
mm,
how do you feel about that when you have so much quality also? Like,
mm,
City
mm,
will face
mm,
it this season, of course.
mm,
I'll say this is uncharted territory for Arsenal because even the way we are moving right now when it comes to Madueke, almost half the fan base is split on not signing him purely because he is a bum, which
mm,
obviously not all of us agree on. But it's just that if we are signing a player, why are we signing him? It's not
mm.
that okay, he'll just be depth because the idea of depth as Arsenal is non-existent.
Mm. These conversations actually make me believe that squad depth would increase, like a matchday squad would increase in the coming
Yeah.
years. But
Should we
bro,
play a Trips video to explain what does quad deck mean?
I mean, he won't copyright us, so I think we can.
Right, right. Actually, let me try. I'll just bring in the next comment.
Yeah,
Parth,
yeah.
this is for you.
कांग्रेस अरे यार ये सब भाभी जी finally assets is equal to liabilities plus capital in real life too. May your partnership deal be full of goodwill and your audits forever clean. Bro, nothing has happened. I just tweeted that she's passed her examinations.
Uh, can somebody help me find the this thing? Trick this thing.
The video's title was explaining the concept of squad depth to Arsenal, like the most difficult concept, squad depth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I
So
think
you
I
have
see
Just
to
the
search
go
it in
video.
through.
Greeks.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm trying to like
Preet, you
find.
can skim through the comments. Aarush can
Uh-huh.
look at it.
Yeah. There are reports, difference in valuation. Yeah, my problem uh, in signing from Chelsea, uh,
Ah,
bro, Sanchit, same. Kepa, Arsenal as a business don't care, but hate overpaying for their or out of favor players. Why can't we get players like this from PSV and other non-rivals? I think on Vivek Bro's stream also we said every third player is at Chelsea, so you can't really like at this
exactly.
point.
Can't really say that a player is a Chelsea reject just because he doesn't play for Chelsea. Because
Mm,
apart from Palmer and Caicedo, I don't even think that there's a single player in that Chelsea 11 who is a guaranteed starter at their club.
mm,
So
mm,
you can't say that if Cucurella goes out of favor, you can't say that he's a Chelsea reject. You just can't. If Liam
uh,
Delap gets sold next season or if he's on the market come January, you can't say that he's a Chelsea reject.
mm, mm, mm.
Imagine
Madueke is not a
Nicholas
reject and all, man.
Jackson having such a good season and he's still being looked so.
Yeah, now you can say that Nicholas Jackson is a Chelsea reject. ऐसा नहीं होता मतलब I
Jackson.
don't have an issue in signing from Chelsea as long as a player is decent.
Mm, mm.
Simple.
Also, the next comment, what do you think of match domain? Raja will answer it, but before that,
Yeah.
we found the video. Let's try and understand squad building from our dear friend, Trip. Yep. I hope it's audible for everyone. I can't believe we're actually doing this, bro.
Shout out to Trip, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it audible?
Now it is.
Hmm.
Play it again, play it again.
All right, look, don't get scared. Don't get scared. I know it's a complex issue, but I'm going to do my best with this formula I have on the whiteboard to help explain the rocket science. All right, you with me? I'm going to turn this around. We're going to walk through. Stay right there. Stay right there. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I got y'all. Listen. I know. Listen. Complex, deep, but we're going to walk through it. 1 + 1 = 2. So that means if you add 1 to the one that you already had, that means you have one more than you started with. I know some people out there think 1 + 1 equals compare the two strikers and the one you like survives and the other one you don't turns to dust like Thanos snapped his gauntlet, but that's not how it works. For example, let's say we have Havertz here and we can have a new center forward in this slot right here. This doesn't mean we have one new center forward and Havertz just disappears Houdini style from existence. This also doesn't mean the loser of the argument between these two gets voted off like it's Love Island. No. This means Havertz and a new center forward means more depth. Just, oh my gosh. You could do a whole bunch of stuff with two players that play center forward. You could even rotate. I know, it's groundbreaking stuff. It's crazy. So remember, kids, when you're out there and you're seeing people hate on signings or using signings to prop hate on other players, just remember, 1 + 1 = 2. All right, so summer transfer window is upon us, and I wanted to take a minute and help.
Shout out Trip, man. Shout out Trip. And this dude, great content, great content. Let's just hope he makes long format content as well. But for now, he's making these absolutely great. If you
It's
guys have not yet
actually
followed him,
honestly
definitely.
makes sense, man. It makes complete sense, but we are not even privy to the idea of having someone who can play in place of someone else. So yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
completely get it.
Yep. Let's just hope he doesn't copy strikers. Uh, yeah.
Let's all send a very nice message to him on the group after this.
Mm-hmm.
We will
Definitely,
not.
definitely. Uh, Sarah, just answer this question. This is all for you.
Bro, Raja,
Yeah, yeah,
Raja?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Max Dauman. I don't know, man. Well, where? We'll see in preseason, like how much he's involved.
That's it.
that's
That's it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say, man.
Say a little bit about his qualities, Like,
yeah.
Qualities.
Little bit. Ball striking, ball carrying, pace, burst of pace.
Everything. He
I,
has everything. Whatever you're saying, he has everything. But
And
he's a
I've
kid, though. I
noticed one
mean,
thing. Whenever we try to hype Raja up about a certain topic, it all comes crashing down.
Poirier, I think, yeah, I think we need to
like,
put more pressure.
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Don't put me on the spot. Yeah.
Badhia on Gyökeres. Hey, welcome,
अरे
GK.
Badhai,
Welcome,
बढ़िया
welcome.
बधाई
but
बधाई बधाई
Badhai,
Welcome.
he said congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
My Hindi. My Hindi.
What did he say? What? Badhai?
बढ़िया बढ़िया on Gyokeres, I think.
I think both Martinelli and Trossard will go if we sign Madueke, Eze, and
Yeah.
Rodrygo. Trossard because we don't need him more, so we sign Eze. Martinelli will go because Saudi tempted offer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would make
Unfortunately.
sense,
Mm,
but I honestly don't see it happen, man. Arsenal won't let go of its two starting wingers just to fund
mm.
an extra attacker. Don't see
Yep.
this happening.
Mm.
Panda kya
Uh,
hai?
no. Deploy the web app and it's live now. Oh, you did again? Oh, it changes. I'll definitely see it if you have tweeted about it. What? One thing I'm worried about Gyökeres is he uses a lot of physicality, like his bodies, players in the Portuguese league. Will it change? Okay. So the issue is that when there are strong defenders around him, he falls down like bowling pins. We have noticed this. Again, I'll plug it. It's there in the Gyökeres scouting report that Aarush and I have recorded. We've even put out a clip where he has done that against Arsenal itself. Do not have to be somebody else, just against Arsenal itself, where Gabriel and Saliba were against him and he just fell on the floor. He was not very good at absorbing all the pressure and all of that. So if you have not checked out the scouting report that Arush and I have put out, do check it out. Definitely.
When it comes to his
Mm,
physicality, I'll say he uses a lot of physicality because he doesn't know how to use his physicality.
Hmm.
mm. Yeah.
That is the
Fabric.
simplest way to explain it.
Fabric started milking the same news over and over again. Transfer. Yeah.
No.
By
It
the way,
began. Transfer window began I think October, November it began. Since then, his transfer
तब
window
से
is
तब
going on
से
only, bro.
हम्म मडवके को ditch करो by this.
This Johan Bakayoko and you have Nwaneri.
Mhm.
Johan Bakayoko is not closer to the profile that we need, and Madueke actually makes sense if you're looking for a Saka cover. I'm not saying he's the same footballer, but he definitely comes close to what I think Saka does. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Bro, Bakayoko over Madueke, bro.
Nah, wo exactly, yeah.
This
I'll
is
agree
this
with
is
it.
what bias looks like, bro.
Yeah.
Why
Man,
Noni? Why Chelsea? Yeah, AFC. Bro, trust me. Trust me. Two things that I've argued. First thing, he's very inconsistent. Second, he's just picking from Chelsea. Why are you picking Chelsea? That is my yeah. Arteta system
Remember
could.
last stream we were like, if we get Madueke, we are
Uh,
funding them a Kudus. But now Kudus is
mhm,
not going to them.
going to
So
Spurs,
we are
yeah.
not indirectly funding them,
mhm. That's true. He's going to Dortmund. Arteta system low chaos ni control chase इनका
Hey,
dangerous
bro, one language, please, bro.
game pressures like
Please, bro.
हाँ Vivek bro I agree.
Wah,
Uh,
wah.
congratulations on your careers guys. I'm not seeing the rest of it. It's a thing between me and Prathamesh. I'm not seeing the rest of it. I'm totally okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. Try and be unbiased for a second. If you're Rodrygo, would you rather go to Bayern or Arsenal? Company may be mid, but he'll be. I'll personally
But I
choose.
honestly think company has improved at Bayern. I
Yeah.
mean, I haven't watched him, but
See,
I
fans
guess
at Bayern have not complained anything about it. At least the ultras have not turned up. So I guess that is a huge thing, right? And I know a Bayern fan personally, like who's been supporting
yeah.
for like many years.
Yeah,
He
makes
said
sense.
that he has no complaints regarding company, and he's like trying to rebuild and everything. He's trying to find it.
I mean,
Also,
I,
that Musiala injury might prompt them to come in for Rodrigo. I don't know
yeah,
why I feel that.
Yeah, same.
that can happen. But again,
Mhm.
I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can, but I just don't see a world where he'll choose Bayern over Arsenal. No.
I can
ऐसा
easily
For
see
now,
it.
yeah.
होता है
I
ऐसा
can already
होता
see it because at
Only
Bayern
thing,
he's there. Good.
only thing Bayern can offer is like pay him more, but I think Arsenal are more attractive as of right now in terms of
See,
where we are as a project.
Mm,
I mean, leaving Real and joining Bayern is the safest bet, man. You are guaranteed trophies at Bayern, come what may. You'll win something. You'll at least win something every year.
mm. That is one. That is one. That's why I think if he goes to Bayern, his chances of not chances, he's definitely
Mentality
winning.
thing. Nah, man. Mentality thing. That's a mentality thing. No. Bayern cannot be a dream destination for a foreign player. I mean, I can
Mm,
understand Bayern being the be all and end all for Bundesliga guys, but
mm,
come on, man. Come on.
yeah. Yeah.
bro,
Also, the language
question.
was
Why
good.
why did Olise choose Bayern straight away? He was
Because he
French.
didn't
He
want to
played
join
his role.
Chelsea.
I think
No,
he's
but
going to start. He was going to start there, unlike at Arsenal.
And Chelsea was in a tumultuous position back then. No
Mm,
one
mm,
who
was
did
like,
Bayern had Sane, but
mm,
obviously finished.
yeah,
mm,
Gnabry finished. Coman finished.
mm,
nothing.
mm.
Makes sense. No, because I was just
Exactly.
No,
thinking
no,
because
they paid more them in wages.
yeah, yeah,
Chelsea offered
because
some 150K or something. They gave him straight up like 200 plus K salary.
And also,
Mm,
that
because
is
French and
one
English thing.
thing where we'll be helped at if going by the reports, if he wants to come to the Premier League, and if it is not, and if he's given a choice between Chelsea and Arsenal, he'll definitely choose Arsenal because we'll be able to give him a higher wage. Because Chelsea isn't looking to break their wage structure for any player, and that is why they were not overly keen on Williams as well.
mm. One second. My bad. My dad just messaged me something. I have to look into it. I'll just bring up the next comment and you guys will discuss.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Yeah.
Why not Havertz as a second striker? We value control and link up play, and he does that. He could be great behind Gyokeres and link everything. This gives us a lot more in attack and defense is good. Hmm.
That is a good point, but then again, in how many situations do you see this becoming a possibility? Can only
But
happen once a game has begun. It won't happen from the get go.
yeah, I mean, you don't have to see it through a get-go for it to work out. There are
Yeah,
particular moments like even Vivek Bhai was saying that only, no, not Vivek Bhai, but Dr. Vivek was saying that in the start as well, that how he prefers Havertz and Gyökeres to gel together between their strengths and weaknesses in order to unlock play. And it really makes sense because one can like create the space and one can eat the space. So it just makes sense as to how
it
they
is,
can do more in attack.
bro. It is eerily similar to the comparison you made about Sesko and Havertz starting
Yeah,
together.
exactly, exactly.
basically, Havertz
In
and
those
Gyökeres
terms, they
starting
are
together.
similar. In those
Ha,
terms, they are similar.
Havertz and Gyökeres starting together basically mitigate each other's weaknesses, and so is the case
mm,
with Rice and Zubimendi.
mm,
But
mm,
how often do you see them start together is the question.
mm.
Squad
Um,
depth.
Also, language who may go to South. Oh, okay. If you're coming to South, yeah, welcome. Welcome, definitely. Anna says Gyökeres is 1.89 centimeters tall, Sesko is 1.95 tall, and has an aerial advantage. Trust me, bro, when Sesko jumps, it's as if he's jumping beyond. It's
And if you look at it, Gyokeres isn't short by any means. Gyokeres is 6 foot 2 inches, and that's not short. It's just that he doesn't know how to utilize his height well
Bro,
uh,
aerial prowess is never based on height.
on the height.
Right? It's
Yeah,
mm,
athleticism.
mm. Because there is one player who unfortunately lost his play due to a car accident, who's not so great in his height, but aerially he was
very good. Yeah,
such a
Jota is
towering player.
brilliant.
Yeah, Diogo Jota. He's a great example.
You can even look
I,
at Arsenal in that
By the
case. If you look at Arsenal, Alexander Zinchenko isn't the tallest, but Zinchenko was very good in it. Yeah,
hmm?
Zinchenko was not a
That's
dud
that's
in
like the
aerially.
last names you would take, but I get
हाँ,
it.
I
But
mean, अगर आर्सेनल की बात if
oh,
we
I
are
would
to
say
talk about
Martinelli,
but,
bro. I can't lie, but the Martinelli that came out in 2019, that guy showed technique in heading the ball, and that is why everyone also wanted to see him closer to goal. This
hmm.
is not my
So,
words, by the way.
I
This
know the
is
finish from
Jurgen
near
Klopp's
post
words.
to the no, the
Jurgen
finish from
Klopp's
like
words, bro. You can't
yeah.
quote me on this. You can't laugh at me
Mm-hmm.
also. You can't laugh.
also, coming to this Sheshko height thing, I've seen that he was like his personal trainer or something posted. He has a vertical that they place these blocks and they jump on those, right? Have you seen that in gym? They
Yeah, yeah,
train, right?
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He jumped 145 centimeters, bro. That's like 57 inches height. I don't know what they call it exact word, but that's like 99 percentile of like all humans. Like that guy was something else when it comes to his
He's a
athleticism.
freak athlete, man. There's no questioning that.
Raja. He is still something else.
Yeah, bro.
Not for us.
I don't care, bro. I will still support him to the core. I don't. I was too
Yeah.
invested into him.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
He
me
would
too.
rather play in the Premier League in Bayern. Dare I say it's in
You know, bad
dare I
state
say
right
it's in
now in
Barca right
European
now in Europe.
context. Bayern, yeah.
Bayern, Bayern, yeah. Mosquera is a great sign, definitely. From what I've been listening from these three guys, Mosquera, yeah, looks to be one of the best signings that we can acquire as a backup for
Prospect
Sunday
centre
Bayern. Yeah.
backs. Yeah.
Yep. But Bayern is European pedigree. Okay, might.
No one is talking about the pedigree here, man. We are just talking about how a footballer views a destination for his personal growth and for the things
Mm,
he can achieve with that club. And I feel
mm,
Arsenal at the current moment is a better place for talents than Bayern.
mm.
Simple. No one is talking about Bayern's pedigree. Bayern is one of the biggest clubs in the world. Arsenal is
Mm,
nowhere close to Bayern. I'm
yep.
not saying about that.
Martinelli, this thing. Yep. Can't please don't. Just rejoin.
Hey, Bhagwan.
Arey, bro, this guy, bro. Please respawn new questions, bro.
SKL, actually, what was your question? Could you repeat the question, please?
Arey,
No,
about
bro.
Chelsea won 50 million for Madueke. Is Cup
उसका
to
you won't get the reference. It's from Hindi movie.
clearly
गोलमाल
I didn't.
तेरा बाप छोड़ के गया नहीं सॉरी वेलकम वेलकम इसका बाप छोड़ के गया था इसकी माँ
I'm not your bhai, Aarush. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
अरे
Arey,
he get
it's
confused
it's the
हाँ oh,
pun. It's the pun of calling Vivek Sarangi as Vivek Bhai, and then doctor
हाँ
को doctor
Mhm.
बोलते हैं, bro. It is what it is.
Hannah also said the one down high. Yeah, we did. Is
uh,
Rodrygo content ended and his release
no
clause is huge? Can't
eh?
even talk or get triggered.
What
I,
अरे
I
हाँ
don't know.
मतलब अरे all these La Liga clubs have the release clauses set to 1 billion वो सब nonsense
Hmm.
है
Yep, yep. Rodrigo, Musiala, Olise, and Kane would be low keys. True, true.
But no pace.
Not yet.
But that
Mm,
league
or,
has pace.
ball to feet yeah yeah
That
mm.
league has pace. So
I
Raja, do you
mean,
want to say
you can
anything
say
regarding? Go on, go on, go on, go on.
yes, man. No, 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 no. Okay, I was thinking of putting the Arsenal attack here, but then I just chose against. Yeah, fine, fine. Okay,
exactly
okay.
why I
Mm,
didn't agree to Rodrigo choosing Arsenal over Bayern at this perspective, and that's why I bought Olise also.
mm. Big stages need big mentality. Not everyone's wired to handle the pressure. And 60K at the Emirates, you will find somebody who thrives on it. Featuring Sesko mentality
नहीं, नहीं,
is
नहीं.
made as per
Nah, nah,
Clive.
nah, nah, nah. Clive did not say that. Clive said it in a different
Yeah.
frame of mind. He just
Mm,
said that Gyokeres is pushing for a move, and Gyokeres has that mentality to him where he wants to excel. He did not say that Sesko does not have that. Just said that Gyokeres has it.
mm.
He said.
Pranav Oja, welcome, welcome to the stream, buddy. I think for the first time you're commenting, I hope you're subscribed and yeah, enjoy the rest of the show. I don't know for how long we'll stay, but yeah, enjoy the rest of the show. Arsenal should go all in for Rodrigo. His skills aside, whenever a player of that caliber comes, the
Yep.
training and dressing room. Yeah,
Yep.
this is another reason as well. Definitely what I thought. Definitely. Just kidding. Uh, Eddie
Quick
heading
question:
skills also. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Gyokeres knows English, right?
Obviously.
Ah, yeah, he's
Mm,
played a commentary also. He should know.
okay.
Swedish people know English. उनको ऐसा
No, I'm
issue नहीं
just
होते.
saying in terms of how the players and like
नहीं नहीं
communication in
नहीं
clubs.
आता है वो कोई
So
प्रॉब्लम
what?
नहीं
So what is your question in this?
No, as to how you gel into training and how you
हाँ
need to learn a language, how
नहीं it's
obviously language plays a big part, bro. Gabriel and
yeah,
Saliba
Uh-huh.
said it themselves as well.
आता है उसको इंग्लिश आता है.
Because Sesko
Maybe.
doesn't know English, so just saying.
Oh,
Mm,
who
He
said? He
can.
speaks very
वो ये
fluently. One
किसने
minute.
बोला?
What are you talking about?
ये किसने बोला? नहीं नहीं.
Top 10 baits, bro. Top 10 baits.
Bro, man, Andrea Berta has reduced us to this where we are talking about them knowing our striker targets knowing English, man. Come on. We
Top
are
10
finished as a
baits,
club.
bro. Yeah,
guess we'll
if
save
they're
the share for
heading.
someone built different. Mm.
What shot?
Is I think the number 14.
I
If
know
Zubimendi
what
plays
people would be
Rice,
saying when it comes to number 14, man. Don't even get me started. No, no, no.
Rice is played as a left eight, right? Would like we have seen Rice progressively moving higher and higher on the field and the height issue. He's taller than 11. So where did
Ooh,
Lewandowski come?
Gyokeres?
No, I think he's talking about Rice being
Nice.
progressively being high. What?
no, no,
And,
he's merging 2 points, bro. And
uh,
the height issue, he's taller
Uh,
than Lewandowski. Who
hmm.
brought up?
who is taller, but?
I think he meant Rice.
No, 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 not Rice. It's a center forward or either Havertz or it's either this guy.
Okay, so he's basically trying to say, acha, he's just using the he is taller thing to say that we'll be fine aerially or something like that, which is
Hmm.
false because again,
Hmm.
height doesn't matter.
Shut it down. Actually, there's a great article by Guardian on what things need to be done to be good in the air. Check it out. Ooh, okay.
I'll
Hmm.
I just recommend one thing if you want to know about how one uses his physicality and his aerial prowess. Just go and watch Chonky's video on the striker situation. He's compared
Mm.
a lot of strikers. He's compared Ekitike, Sesko, Gyokeres. These three predominantly, and that's a very, very good video.
Hmm.
Krishanu, welcome, buddy. It's been a while since you were bought. What am I saying?
Hey,
I think in the
yes.
first. By the way, I think
Oh,
Arsenal will finally have the highest. Will have their highest
selling.
selling.
अभी तक
Abhi
क्या
tak
है
Oxlade
Chamberlain,
hai.
Alex,
Hmm.
Alex क्या बोल रहा हूँ मैं
But
Alex
Hmm.
that's
Oxlade-Chamberlain is
only
still
Nearly.
our
starting
highest sale.
premiums. It's only a starting
Yeah.
Abbe, the
premiums.
discussion is khatam. I'm not starting this again. Gyokeres versus Sesko, please. I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, Rodrygo will definitely leave. I don't know if it's Arsenal, but he'll surely leave. Especially since. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. What happens
But
to Hendrik, by the way?
Hmm.
Hand of Arsenal has explicitly stated that if he's to leave Real, he'll join Arsenal, provided
They,
Arsenal and Real can agree on a fee.
I'm saying what happens to Hendrik now because Hendrik is also supposed to be that guy who
तो
like
नहीं नहीं वो मैं मेरा तो क्वेश्चन ही अलग था.
uh,
हाँ.
Rodrigo Rice का फ्री किक लाइव देखा है इम्प्रेस हो गया था हाँ
Bro,
I'm not biased
no,
but
no, 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 no. I am just saying. Mbappe did up as well. Watch this space.
uh, Arjun oh
Arsene
my
Wenger
god
has done it again with Tom.
he's actually done this he's actually forced okay so I'm saying for you bro for you I'm saying that looking at your enthusiasm and your uh, need for these signings I think Berta will make it happen. Rashford to Barca, maybe. Ooh, yeah, probably.
But then again, I would like to ask the same. Yeah? कौन क्या क्या?
I'm tired of this Esco sections, bro. Sexual already. Rashford to Barca, maybe. The funniest thing
No, अरे
will. Huh, go on.
I have a question.
Hmm.
If Barca was not able to sign Nico Williams of the registrations issue, how on earth are they going to sign Rashford?
See, I think Rashford, yeah, he'll probably take a huge pay cut. Will be available for 40
You really think
something.
it will be a huge pay cut to an extent that they'll be able to register him with ease?
I'm,
Bro,
yeah, it's,
honestly speaking, they can just be Danny Olmo there.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they also have this academy guy that Ainsley told me about, which I can't pronounce his name, so I won't butcher his name.
Yeah. He
So,
told me some name as well. I'm like,
uh,
हमसे
he's
नहीं
like,
होगा. I can't.
uh,
this this
What?
bro, make it happen. Make it
The
happen.
the funniest
I
thing again now
want
is
this to
when
happen.
he's there. Subscribe, bro. Thank you so much. We are looking was looking for a channel for Arsenal's fans. Glad I found one. If you want to know more, there is one being Sarangi, another one obviously the biggest Arsenal football channel out there, Football with Daksh. Yeah.
Yes.
Then there is um,
KV reacts.
yeah, KV Reacts as well. And I'm completely sleep
Bro,
deprived
why
now.
are you
So
operating on 99 ping, man? मतलब क्या है ये?
you guys are not happy with the. One second, first of all, friendly neighbor travel table. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're subscribed and yeah, enjoy the show. Who said we're not happy? I think as a collective, collectively we are the happiest group out here. But
What?
Arsenal, aside from
imagine
yeah,
four friends turning up on the day that Gyokeres is going to get a Here We Go, and we're just celebrating it. Look at the title, bro.
yeah,
Zubimendi
yeah,
signs for us. Gyokeres next. Like,
Gyokeres next.
imagine, bro. Look at this excitement from us.
yeah. The smile here
मैंने
is
just
pure joy.
वो
The tweet
हंसते
is out
चेहरे
there.
का ये मतलब नहीं होता है कि to
Uh,
break it simply, Raja, Aarush, and Sucheet are not overly happy with the Gyokeres signing. I am fine with
mm.
it.
No, I think Aarush and Raja are like sort of fine, but I've completely lost my head by the way. The whole reason I was late for the previous stream a few hours back was because I had to go on a walk. I had to go on a walk. I was like, there's no way. There is no way this
And
is happening for him.
I used to believe that Raja was his biggest hater. Nah,
No, I'm
Raja's
just,
Raja's hate is like love-hate relationship in terms of describing.
Uh,
Otherwise, he's fine, bro.
Bro literally said Gyokeres is a West Ham level striker.
mm. Bro, I said Forest,
I
man.
won't say
I said
no. I
Forest.
won't say no to him. I've seen that a lot, bro.
Mm.
But
Rice is also taller than Leva. Madueke to Arsenal. Let's go.
let's
Again,
go. Hi.
oi!
I can't wait for you to say something right now to like definitely kill the entire thing.
I'm just saying
Was it
that
Chelsea
if
Real Madrid?
Eze, I
Who y'all got, bro? I honestly haven't tuned in for one live
Mm.
minute of
yeah,
Club World Cup.
the
Same.
So
only thing I do,
I have
the
got
only
myself.
thing I yeah, the only thing I do when it comes to the CWC is I take my phone, I go to Fortmob, I check Madrid starting 11, and if it does not have Rodrygo in it, I just smile and I turn it off.
Uh, I think PSG should win for Arsenal's sake. But yeah,
I do not give a flying fuck.
improve stream or pro. Oh,
Improve me.
so, dude, I brought my mic with me.
I'm
Goldfish
telling you
memory,
this
guys.
this
Goldfish
guy
memory.
is operating on 198 ping now, not even 99, 198. He's completely lost it.
Guys, when did Raja leave? Because I had no idea he
He
left.
left, bro. 5 minutes back.
No,
Five
it got
minutes back.
disconnected.
Okay, okay, okay.
Viktor
Facts.
Gyökeres, this is what you have done to this fan base.
Uh, dude, wait, one second, one second, one second, one second, one second, one second, one second. 46 concurrent viewers.
Huh? What?
What?
What the fuck am I seeing,
What?
bro?
What? Huh?
Even I'm seeing that shit, bro. My laptop is not glitching because yours is showing the same, but damn, bro.
46. Wow.
Wha- wow.
Just 46? So many people come.
Damn, bro. Gyokeres, what have you done?
Gyökeres, this is what you have done to this fan base.
Do the mass celebration. Do that celebration.
Look at these
Nice.
aura merchants. Look at these aura merchants.
It's 47 concurrent views and 28 people from where? I was seeing this. Okay, I'm not
Even I
complaining. I'm
was
just like,
literally.
Noni Madueke, this is what you have done to Arsenal. We love
shut up.
you. Come.
Shut up. Facts are Rodrygo last 3 seasons, 25 goals, 18 assists in La Liga, Martinelli 29 goals, 30 goals. Intentionally, more direct runs, presses harder, pins defend. Okay, that's why Martinelli. See, Martinelli is not a bad player. I want Martinelli to do so well at Arsenal, but at this point where his confidence is low and the way he's been platformed, which I don't fully agree upon with Arteta, but yeah, it is what it is, right? So when he comes off the bench, I'm sure his confidence will be much more better, and he'll be playing into a game state where he needs to impact more centrally, is what I'm feeling, right? So that is why I think Martelli, at least coming off the bench, will definitely improve his confidence and will probably make it more effective, in my opinion. I could be horribly wrong, but yeah, good.
I'll just say one thing. I'll not even say. I'll just describe it with actions. Okay.
Mm,
I've got this. I've
okay.
got this. I've watched Martinelli and I've watched Rodrigo. That's
Uh,
all. I won't say a word.
uh-huh. Okay. Okay. I mean, with the same as you said that Anfield is not okay. Well, I'm moving on. We could. We can only get Rodrygo, Martinelli, or Trossard. Madrid wants 90 million. Yeah, fair enough. For Victor.
Huh?
No, I think somebody else.
He's
I
a
think it's
striker,
somebody else.
right? He's a striker.
No. I think the
Barca ka.
player. Uh, uh, uh,
Uh,
Jan, Jan
No,
Virgil
not
is.
him, not him, not him, not him, not him.
Mhm. Our next next Gittins. Guys like Instagram, definitely, buddy. Uh, yep. Hopefully, one of them
Arey.
at least.
Yes.
I want
Huh?
to, guys, hand on weekend sign Messi here. Like I said, Like I said, this bro just came here to create chaos at this point. एक वो भी आर्सेनल क्रिएटेड बाय था ना जो हेट कर
Hate ka.
ओ हाँ
Arey.
हाँ यश
Yash,
यश
Yash,
Yes.
यश यश
Yash is known as
वो
Arsenal hater.
आदमी जो हेट करता था आर्सेनल को बाद.
और गए man poor guy but he's a good guy guys I
Yeah.
want Arsenal
Polarizing views.
I read your comment chill man राजा का करेजा में
Gyokeres समाज कलेजा कलेजा में वो कलेजा
Okay.
मतलब
Mm-hmm.
दिल हार्ट
Liver?
नहीं लिवर लिवर में क्यों समय है
I have no idea. Hello again,
रिमूव
Martinelli. What?
नहीं honestly no honestly hold on
Okay, I'll
Martinelli
start.
और Madueke
I'll start a poll. I'll start a poll. Let's see. For you,
Martinelli और Madueke
who
But this
would
can play an
you
emotional impact.
rather
ah,
But
have
both are
at
different players, though.
Arsenal?
exactly na
Completely
so
different.
I just wanted to ask you guys that same thing Martinelli or Madueke first tell me on the left wing and then tell me on the right wing
How
See,
can you
but
compare a player who is primordial right wing, primordial left wing?
but
this would be
uh,
cool.
no but
Yep,
no
yep.
honestly if you were to answer that Martinelli Madueke wala question in whatever way you want
Mm,
Mine would be based on conviction in the final third, based on ability to actually dribble, take past your man, and
mhm,
mine would be lastly on technique.
mm.
I wouldn't say
Noni
decision making.
Madueke you have won
Yeah,
No,
current one,
no.
I'd say.
Yesterday, Real Madrid
But again,
all was.
left winger versus right winger, bro. You can't do that.
nah
Mm,
matlab
mm,
fair enough
mm. Bot attack.
नहीं यार
Eh,
मतलब
actually, could be
Bot attack
possible.
takes bot attack takes your this thing lower, no?
nah
I
bot
have.
attack takes your viewership to an incredibly high level
Okay. So you're
but
saying that we don't deserve it?
achieving
Is that what you're
46
saying?
is not incredibly high मतलब वो थोड़ा unreal
अरे
नहीं लग रहा है
संडे संडे नाइट है भाई, लोग देखते होंगे.
Mm-hmm.
I mean see how cooked we are man we see an increase in the number of viewers and we are like oh, bot attack
But it is
Guys, not.
genuinely something that's going on in the Indian space, so you can't.
yeah man so
Mm-hmm.
we condemn it
If
good
Jamal Musiala is injured for the next 5 to 6 months and they need a lone agent player to replace, how about Rashford? Bayern could open doors for him, your opinion? Dude, the Bayern fan that I've spoken, like, bro, I want Nico Williams, we tried, Rafaelio, we tried, Martinelli, apparently we're linked with, Rashford, we're linked with, Gittins also, they thought they could try and do something about it. And then, like, nothing is happening at this point, bro.
but
I'll try and resend Sane just for the sake of having squad depth.
nah, so my best friend is a United fan, and
Hmm,
we were having this conversation yesterday. He was like, he actually rejected a move to Bayern.
hmm,
Matlab, not now, obviously not now, but when he was
hmm,
at United, matlab, playing there as for a long period of time. He was like,
hmm,
he actually rejected Bayern.
hmm. Okay. Gyokeres is a great compliment signing to Havertz. I feel both are different profiles and we can use them different. Yep, absolutely. No celebration videos from AFT for Zubimendi Gyokeres like they did for Partey. No comments. No comments. Uh, are you really comparing Rodrygo and Martinelli? Martinelli has that one big season and then struggled every other season. Rodrygo is the I am him player.
This is
Martinelli is the
honestly, I'm not even like this is a good way to look at it, man. Rodrigo is the him player, Martinelli isn't.
Who compared these two players over here, though?
Even I didn't. Right.
Vivek, bro. Doctor
Mm,
Vivek, nah, man, you're sending me down that road again. Vivek, bro, Vivek, bhai, not good.
mhm. Oh, अरे यार
अरे अरे सर
अरे अरे
सर
हुआ नहीं
I've gone full shameless, I swear to God.
अरे अभी अभी सेस्को एंड वॉटकिंस में से एक आ जाए सेस्को सेस्को
Mhm,
सेस्को
Sesko
It is
probably
my
to jump out of
prophecy. Now that United hasn't signed Gyokeres, it has to be Sesko because Sesko was linked with Arsenal.
Yeah,
but
चल बे.
don't you think Mateta is a better choice?
Uh,
They were in for
after the
And
week.
DCL, no?
मैं बोल रहा हूँ भाई आप
Oh yeah,
overthink मत
DCL,
करो.
bro. Yeah, Raja.
Mm,
Get
DCL.
get
DCL.
Watkins and be done with it. DCL. In, come, Come on,
League
you're
runners.
directly weakening your rivals, man. Everton will be weakened. It's a no-brainer.
Bot attack nahi hai like देख भाई for 29 likes.
Hi, like, छोड़, subscriber increase देख.
How much it went to?
Check, no?
Four
Exactly.
1416.
Huh? Oh,
Whatever.
boss.
Exactly.
We move.
Crazy.
We
By
Thanks.
the
move.
way, crossed. Oh damn! Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. He's what he
अब की
started. What
बार
to?
400 पार.
Hmm.
अब की बार 400 पार. He's achieved it.
Yes, that
Yep,
in
yep.
Hindi. Absolutely, I agree.
To
Now,
Hmm.
everyone who's right here, if you want top tier content in terms of just the
If,
delivery
if, if you
and
want
just
to
a
know, if
United fan.
yeah, yeah, if you want a United fan who glazes over Man City and Liverpool, this is your channel. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Uh, He's a great United fan. He talks a lot of sense with stats and a lot of graphics as
yes,
well,
sir.
making it engaging for the audience. So do check him out definitely.
Yes, sir.
Madueke is good dribbling than Martinelli right now. And
Great.
what? And what?
Nuts.
By congratulations. Yes, Manchester United is reportedly signing. Are you for real? I
Bro,
didn't even know.
no.
Yeah,
No,
man. This
man.
was that talk from the other day.
Martinelli is better dribbler than. Ay,
These are
crazy.
the unhinged comments I would make on someone else's channel till the time I'm not having my camera on. Then these are the comments, man.
Prove करो विवेक भाई need a bring Sarangi FC.
Sarangi FC was I.
Bring it on, bro. Bring it on. My time to
Uh,
shine. Bring it on.
VRS.
In terms of
I,
retirement,
I have no idea what. No, what does it even mean? I have no idea what it
Leave the
means.
football before the football leaves you.
I know two
Oh,
VRSs, bro. One is the retirement VRS,
Voluntary
one is
retirement
the
scheme.
yeah, and
oh,
one
oh,
is
oh,
the
oh.
Octavia VRS, bro. There's nothing more I
Hmm.
know about VRS.
Sesco Airlines just took off
Shut your damn mouth.
To
I'm
United,
not.
bro. To
to
United.
United.
I hate Gyokeres that much that I would prefer 40-year-old bot or not like the stream. Thanks so much, bro. By the way,
Bought or not.
who- the person who's asking for another Arsenal account to follow, being Sarangi, this is another one to follow.
Yes, sir.
I feel Rodrygo is the Benzema signing, one that is coming,
One
but
that is coming, but
always in
always in.
edits.
Oh my God,
Oh my Benzema.
you might have just cooked.
Spent my entire childhood thinking about Benzema will join
Hey,
Arsenal.
Bhagwan.
Did you just say
Fair,
childhood?
fair.
Did you just say child?
Finished. Finished.
Child,
Moving on.
for more such details, Google Benzema 15.
This channel is getting cancelled before it even makes it out anywhere. We're signing no one apart from Mbemo. We will get DCL and I will hide. Yeah.
Bro, man, come on,
Lukaku
man.
from.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin in big 2025, man. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mateta is a good choice for United. They can't gamble in this stage, primarily
Bro,
proven.
Ollie
Yeah.
Watkins exists. Ollie Watkins literally
But
exists.
do you think Watkins would fit at United? I know
Why
Watkins is a
not?
good striker, but like,
Why not?
uh, it's
Yeah,
Mateta.
I mean, I don't know if they'll be able to spend that much. They want apparently 55 million plus for Ollie Watkins.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a ridiculous fee given Watkins' age. Oh, sorry. Who am I to say this when we are signing Gyokeres for 80?
Sesko no way. United can't sign Mbemo. How will they sign Sesko?
Yes, Esco is not. We are just taking the piss.
Arteta should call Conte and asking for training routines implemented to improve Lacazette first touch.
He's
Okay.
him. Vamsi
Vamsi.
One
might
of
just be him.
one of the very few Vamsi good comments I've seen on this channel, but I can't lie.
Yeah.
Vamsi might be him.
Take it, take it. Does Heinz coming in means we're transitioning away from Arteta's model, or are we more likely evolving the same personal roots with a harder press and vertical
The
punch?
latter.
Good question.
You answered it yourself.
The latter. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The latter.
Martinelli and Madueke are equally bad at decision making. Rodrigo would be the only upgrade. See, I'm not wrong. I'm kidding. You are
Comment.
not
No,
right.
no. I want to ask you all thing and even the chat. Do you rate decision making over impact? Is my question.
Okay, one second, one second, one
Yes.
second. Okay. We'll wrap up the stream in like 5-10 minutes, okay? Because I got to go. Good.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll wrap up the stream in five
Do,
ten
do
minutes.
you rate decision making over impact?
The decision
What
making is what
position?
creates the impact, right?
What position are you saying?
Winger,
Which
winger,
player?
winger. Yeah.
I would say decision making.
Wait, isn't the
If
decision making that creates the impact?
No,
no, no,
no.
no. Decision
Then,
Decision
making
making.
doesn't
Your
create.
impact is basically you
mm,
have that chaos gene in you where you can do anything you like and you can just pull it off.
I'd
mm,
always say
Decision
decision
maker
making.
or impact.
mm.
I'd say decision making.
Okay, okay. What about you, Raja?
Yeah, decision making is really important, man.
And Madueke and Martinelli like that.
Mm,
Madueke has the capability of producing the impact, but it doesn't come naturally to him. I mean, if he's at it, he's at it. Basically, Rafael Lemao. So yeah,
mm.
I just had to say
Hello
it.
again. Would you? Yes. Wait, how many times will this guy ask the same question? We said, do one thing. You click, you pause the stream, you scroll back like half an hour to 50
But
minutes back. Start from there.
have we answered this question though?
Yeah, yeah.
Madueke to Arsenal, Ethan to
No,
Chelsea.
no, no. We have discussed this, no?
We discussed this in the start.
We've definitely discussed this.
वो ऐसा
Are you
ठीक है
lagging?
ठीक है ना.
Because of the RB connection. Ooh.
Hmm.
Bad.
He,
Hmm.
he has better standards. Better standards than
Yeah,
that.
man.
Nah, no chance.
Hmm.
But wait. I hate Martinelli that much that I
I
would rather play
wish
Nwaneri.
I
Okay.
honestly can see I honestly like that can see even Sesko join FC Goa, bro.
Yeah.
Same bro,
RB
time
group
agar to Arsenal.
RB group
Okay.
bro.
Delap is
Delap is
wide
wide.
PCL. Nah, man. This
Fa-
disrespect. Nah, man. I can't take this. Nah, nah,
facts,
nah, nah,
facts,
no.
facts.
Nah, 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 man. Nah, 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 nah.
Alish,
Nah,
go
nah,
ahead.
nah, nah, nah. Nah,
I
nah,
am
nah.
good when I say that I haven't watched enough of Delap to even come to a conclusion.
Nah,
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
man. Liam
Delap is a
Delap is not a dud.
WWE merchant playing as a footballer, man.
WWE.
He's he keeps running into players. I mean, what sort of striker is that, bro? I
He's a
haven't seen
traditional.
anything.
He's an old school number 9, man. I love
Old school means like you just go and run into defenders. I mean, I don't know.
Nah, man.
I don't get
Delap
that.
ain't bad, man. Delap's fine.
He can't create.
Delap's
He
not
can't
wide
create
PCL.
any separation at all. He isn't that good in the air as well. Like I don't know what he's good at.
Young,
How
young,
much did
young
90,
Delap
man.
sign
90
to
minutes of
Chelsea?
pure cardio.
30.
My God.
You better not trigger Raja, that is all
And
I'm
I'll
saying.
I'll die on that hill. Liam Delap would have been a great signing for United.
Yeah, could be. Could be. The agenda on DCL has already begun and it's a little toxic.
Bro,
Ooh,
if the
that's very
agenda
toxic.
for DCL wouldn't have started at the United stand, I would have been surprised. I just say that, man. Come on. DCL को कौन side करता है यार?
Mm. But, yeah. I remember United fans comparing Haaland and Hoyland. No, we are not doing anything. Please, I beg you. Please, don't. Do not do anything shitty like
No,
that.
man. The look on Aarush's face, man, it's saying a lot.
That's what.
Mm. Arsenal peeps should
Don't do
not make
that.
fun on United striker choice because our fate we know and it just gets worse
Gets
when you
worse
laugh
when you
at him.
laugh on a. Bro, I'm
We
not
laugh.
laughing. I'm actually feeling bad, man. Dominic Calvert-Lewin shouldn't be getting linked to any club in 2025, man. Leave alone Manchester United. Please,
Eh,
no,
okay,
no.
maybe not Premier League, but yeah. Benzema might be
But
Benzine
Benzene
might be
might
the
be a
ring, but
little bit.
Benzema is the one who truly caused
Oh,
come.
stop. Oh.
What's Benzini?
बेंजीन
Benzene
अरे
is
वो
like gas, na?
केमिकल गैस हाँ कुछ तो भी रहता है यार मतलब
Damn.
he's cooked there
Benzene तो petrol ही
in
है,
real life.
ना?
Of course, I
Our,
wouldn't
You
guess
didn't
this in
realize he
10
cooked.
ages, bro. I
yeah,
wouldn't
that's fun.
guess this in
I
ten
Bro,
was
ages.
about to ask
this is
Arif,
cooking
what
hot
did you take
rice.
in like 11th and 12th? But okay, fair enough.
Bro,
Yeah, I
this
took
is
arts
that we
proudly,
know.
bro. I took humanities proudly.
Yeah, I like Watley's 50 million. We need to sell four players. Okay.
हाँ नहीं, if I'm not mistaken, Ash bhai, United is in that phase now कि उसमें you have to sell someone to buy someone else. Is that true? हाँ,
I
Okay,
guess
because
one
they'll
sec.
have to
basically
sell. They'll
One
have to
second, one
sell
second.
one of Garnacho or Rashford anyway for
हाँ हाँ
Hmm,
हाँ हाँ
PSR reasons.
for them
hmm,
to progress on other signings. Yeah.
hmm. Yeah. United have fallen so much while other clubs like Arsenal are aiming for Sesko Gyökeres are analyzing how to spend more on striker as well while we are out here signing Mateta in 2025.
Mateta ain't even that bad, man. Mateta will get the job done.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Golas were it's Martinelli just as in take-ons and it was visible last season. Fair
Yeah,
enough. By the way,
facts.
welcome to the stream. I hope you are subscribed and enjoyed the last few minutes on the stream. Guys, just send in your comments. For the next 2 minutes, we'll take it and we'll wrap it up. Cool. Okay. Decision making. Okay, I took that. Hello again. This guy asked the same question. As well, United fans these days are really
Eerily
silent.
silent.
Even my own friends, maybe they're on silent retreat, meditation on mid-table philosophy, or conserving energy for the next This is our year.
Bro, why is Vivek, Dr. Vivek cooking, man? Come on.
I think Cisco, this is like wow. Bro, from where did this happen? Basically, Red Bull, exactly. That's what I thought. So yeah, it would be funny though, but it'd be like wow. Decision making, bro. You should know where or when to dribble pass, etc. This is where Desiree do it. He was awful against
हाँ
Arsenal,
भाई
but
वो
in that final against
I
Inter
won't
Milan,
I won't say that phrase. I just won't.
What
okay,
phrase?
Don't want your stream to get cancelled, right?
no, please no.
Yeah.
I think we need more unpredictability. We play way too much in the system, and after a while, people figure it out. Fair enough.
I just say one thing: better
Hmm.
attackers won't result in this. You
Hmm,
get in
hmm,
better attackers, unpredictability would come as it is. Yeah.
hmm. By the way, that poll, would you rather have who would you rather have at Arsenal? Madueke 28%, Martinelli 72%. A Aarush, Eze,
अरे
Baila, James.
ये भगवान है
I have
ये
no idea what it means.
ना ना आगे आगे आगे
Just ignore. Just ignore.
ignore
And Delapis there, but वो उसका
it.
twin trending name है is
Twitter.
Beto literally Everton starting strike. Yeah, maybe Beto to
Beto
United.
is good,
नहीं
bro.
Thierno
I like him.
Barry.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Mm.
but
You
he's
like
been
Thierno
Tierno
Barry.
Barry? He's really good.
Do you
Yeah.
guys think Arsenal is the most desperate club for trophy at this time? Arteta's last chance. I don't think just dude, we've been desperate for the Premier League for the last 21 plus years. We're
मतलब
probably getting.
yeah, we are actually desperate for a trophy.
Hmm.
हाँ ठीक है, he makes sense ना, we are actually desperate for a trophy. We से भी ज़्यादा
This is
Arteta
a
is
make or
actually
break
desperate
year.
for a trophy. Yeah, Arteta is
Yeah.
desperate for a trophy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Don't do this Haaland Victor thing. I regret. Yeah, I remember this. No, but he is actually better than
Twerker Island. Twerker.
early ages. क्या सीधा है 15 balls? I
बंद.
have no idea. Oh no, guys. Honest question. I told why not Watkins for 50 million? Because Watkins, if we were to sign Watkins and to create an impact for Arsenal, why didn't we go for that in the winter window?
That's
That's
what
my
I
only
think.
question. You
वो
if hmm,
new Troy, no, not Troy.
New
Shiny
Troy,
new
yeah.
toy syndrome. This is shiny new toy syndrome. Just
But
because
he was never
Gyokeres
the
is in the
number one,
market,
bro. He
hmm,
was never the number one or the number two. He was never the number three. He became the number
it
three
was an
because we
opportunity
bid for
signing, man.
winter.
Yeah,
He
but
became a
hmm,
number three
hand to
because
heart,
winter transfer.
hand to heart, 50 million for Watkins over 80 for Gyokeres. I'll choose Watkins.
Hmm. I would too, but yeah, I would
Bro,
too.
he- I mean, in euros, I mean, it comes down to like similar kind of money though.
हाँ
hmm.
मतलब okay, fair. हाँ 50 million pounds है तो हाँ 60
Yes,
भी
otherwise
होता
the wage bills can't get unstable if it. Exactly.
है.
चलो भाई evaluation stadium.
अरे अरे ये हिंदी जब होगा पार तुम पढ़ो.
चलो भाई, मस्त मस्त, और अभी व्यस्त रहो, अगले स्ट्रीम पे मिलते हैं, और याद रखना दिसंबर आएगा तब हम सब सीट लेके बैठे होंगे, इवैल्यूएशन टाइम। स्टे गोल्ड डियर ब्रदर्स। बिल्कुल।
You too, bro. You too.
यस।
Regarding decision making,
सुचित
what?
भाई।
But trust me, bro, if I knew how to end a stream, na, our streams would go for only 1.5 hours. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Okay, will Liverpool sign Mateta?
हैं?
Not happening. Now will
तो
Arsenal sign Mateta first? Okay. Will Chelsea? They sign anyone and everyone, dude.
तो
Not happening. So
अरे
why
बट
are we doing so? Because
So he's a United fan.
यूनाइटेड
He's a United fan, yeah.
United is not in a stage where they can afford players like Sesko, Gyokeres, Ekitike. And even if they could afford them, those players won't want to join them as the first choice.
And
Simple.
as a fan, you shouldn't expect them to join you when you have better, you have graver things to actually dig into and like
Exactly.
actually fix in your spot now.
Mhm.
Mateta, I would argue Mateta is a great signing for United.
What more players you will bring from Arsenal Academy into top flight, or do you have good 25? Max Doman, Raja, do you want to still speak about it, or shall we move on?
Nah, 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 move on.
Marley Salmon, the centre back.
Nah, nah, he's
You
too
you
young.
want
He's
Yeah,
too young.
Ah,
He's
he's too
I'll
young,
say.
but he's just
Yeah.
asking for an Arsenal Academy player who he can see in top flight football.
no, he
So
asked
that
for the 25-man spot. No, 25-man spot he can't
For
even get.
next season, he's
also,
asking.
Okay.
also, did you guys read that he actually signed a scholarship for with Arsenal?
Hmm.
21s.
Yeah.
He's
Exactly.
going to
So,
play for the 21s next season, which is crazy.
mm-hmm,
अभी तो
He was already
the
playing for
players that
18s.
we already have that have broken through to the first team are the ones that will be the face of the Arsenal Academy in the 11 for at least this season. So yeah,
Probably
for sure.
preseason will tell us a lot more because last year it did tell us. We ended up
Yeah.
making sales for 1 million. Eden Heaven, we will remember you. But uh, yeah,
no
Wait, is
more
it that
FA
good?
Cups, just EPL
I've
as you
seen,
say.
I've,
Hmm.
I've seen Heaven being mentioned in athletics top 50 wonder kids. I mean, is he that good? I don't know, man.
What?
He
he
honestly
is.
he
He
didn't
is.
move me. He didn't move me.
He moved me,
Aarush knows
but
better.
yeah, he moved me. He moved me. But first team football already as a defender, no, I don't see the growth in him because
Hmm.
again, he is someone who wants to get higher up the field, and it's not doing him justice as a defender as of
Hmm.
now.
Hmm.
So
Yes.
No, we had this entire conversation even during that time. So basically, last summer when we were still recording scouting videos and all that, right? We spoke because that time all preseason games were happening. Imagine a midfield where uh,
I
MLS
remember telling,
Nwaneri.
yeah, I remember me and Sujit were discussing about how Aiden Heaven can be the Xhaka at that time
Hmm.
because he was
Yeah.
seen as a midfielder, as a
Hmm.
Correct.
Hmm.
profile,
Hmm.
not as a
Ha ha
replacement or
ha.
anything. But yeah,
Yeah, like imagine a Halen midfield. It'd be like Ravi, Busquets, and Iniesta. Bro, random shit we spoke. But yeah, no more FA Cups. We feel yet to. We can finally see Odegaard with an actual striker in front of him. Fair enough. Fair enough.
For once,
Um,
I'm looking at
hmm,
someone who doesn't hate Odegaard, man. I love this.
uh, this is something I think it's too. Nah,
Nah,
I don't want to talk.
let's not
I don't.
touch this.
Yeah, yeah.
no.
It's not something right. And yeah, nah, bro.
Yeah.
It's no. Fabrizio tweeted Sunil Chet move to
Hmm.
move. Huh.
So, bye.
By the way, Benzema is the reason your deodorant smells good and your
Commerce notes. Good night. What?
benzene.
अबे वही बोला
Uh,
था, Benzema is the reason.
might be because United and other strikers is Haaland from Tim. Ooh, coming to Odegaard, happy married. Okay, that is it. That is it. मैं हूँ दीवाना. Okay, whatever. Anyways, thank you so much for all the chats. Let us end the stream there. 2 hours, 5 minutes, close to 45 hours of 45 watch hours. The stream has gained so many subscribers, but we are ending the stream with 1400 with 1416 subscribers. And yeah, okay, we actually have a last question. I swear,
Uh-huh.
if this is some gimmick to
He's
like this.
baiting us. Bro. He's baiting us.
He's not going to ask your last question, is he?
And
He's not going to.
he has named
Ah,
himself.
he baited us. He baited us.
And good night. We'll see you soon. We'll see you soon. Till then, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever in the world. Bye bye. Peace.